I'm guessing I'm live. So, hello everyone from Team Fortress TV. This is your ETF2L Season 23 High Playoffs. We're in the quarterfinals. The game is 3 divided by 6 versus Salty Frogs. I am joined by someone who's brand new to TFTV, Mr. Bren himself. And on camera tonight we have Perko on his first stream on TFTV1. So everyone, fill those names into chat. I want to see them rolling. Welcome the new people. And we're going to have a game on our hands tonight. Hello, Bren. How are you doing?
How's it going, guys?
So, you excited for the action that we're about to have tonight?
Should be a good game, I'm hoping, anyway.
Alright, then what are you expecting to see? A lot of DM, smart calculated plays, or what? What's going on?
I don't know. It could be a mixed bag, to be honest. We're basically going to be looking at a team that's new to high. It's going to be their first season, isn't it, for 3 out of 6?
Yep.
Compared to a team that's pretty seasoned. Salty Frogs are looking pretty strong. Both teams are looking pretty strong, but I don't know, it could go either way. I mean, what, are we going to get straight into predictions now, or?
Yeah, why not? Come on, who's going to win? You gotta just tell me everything up front now. You got 10 seconds, go.
Right. Probably, I want to say that Salty Frogs are probably going to take it.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you.
That's not good for the cast.
I've played against these teams myself in the last season, and I think I don't know, Salty Frogs just seemed like a more well-rounded team, in my opinion. And I think in a best of 3, that's exactly like what you need.
Yeah, I think if I was a betting man, which I am, I think Salty Frogs would be the safer bet. I'd love to be proven wrong, because I'd love to be, you know, casting a good balanced game between two titans, but I mean, it's. I think the odds are in Salty Frogs' favours, to be honest, with the amount of experience they've got. I haven't really looked too much at the roster. Are you familiar with their roster? Has it changed much, or has it remained very stable?
Salty Frogs, as far as I'm aware, is hang on. I'm on the team page on ETF2L. No, I'm not. I'm totally doing this off my memory. We have Butzo and Kinty on scouts, Korback as the rover, Glastry as pocket, Zikto as demo man, and Sans as medic. A very, I don't know, like the way they play is pretty much the typical, like, how you play this meta. The TF, like the Sullies try and set up your scouts, and then sort of your demo man just sort of plays at the back and waits for his like time to shine. And it works pretty well for them. Some sick DM on the team across like the whole board. Blitzer is an absolute monster on scout. He's pretty frustrating to play against. And Korback and Glastry, pretty DM heavy solis, and yeah, like some of the bombs that Korback has are pretty amazing. Why don't you run me down the enemy gamers?
So 3 out of 6 in my brief 1 hour of research before the cast, where I basically looked at them. So they're a new team to mid. The roster has changed a little bit. Sorry, high. They were in mid at one point last season, so this will be their first season in high at the moment. They're doing pretty well, to be honest. Games-wise, I believe off the top of my head, they dropped 2, maybe? I'm not too sure. I think they've got a few golden caps chucked in there. But the roster looks pretty strong. Never really watched any of these teams play. Don't know how 3 out of 6 are going to do. Are you aware of any strong players on their team? I mean, when I briefly looked over the logs, it looked like the scouts are pretty strong for them, which was...
So, like, what I got from when we played them is essentially the team is their scouts. Like, everyone else just sort of tries to play off of that and make room for them. They have Deox and their other scout traditionally just sort of run around, you know, the Sorex role and just trying to create as much havoc as possible and just sort of rely on making things scrappy so they can out-DM high gamers. But their other scout is actually not here today. They do have Tiger filling in as scout from Team Infused. Pretty capable scout himself. Now looking at this map pool, it's just sort of where this is going to start to get interesting. It's going to be Snakewater, Product, and Gully Wash. So based off what I know from the teams, I'm going to have to give this one to Salty Frogs. How do you feel it's going to go based on the maps?
This map or just overall?
Overall.
Overall, okay. I mean, Snakewater, I feel like it's quite formulaic. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like most teams run it in kind of a similar way. It's really, I think, whatever teams really practice it the most. There's not much you can really do to mix it up too much. Probably Salty Frog's going to take it, just based on that information. Process, again, it's like probably most teams, one of their, well, they don't dislike the map, do they? It's probably one of their favourite maps for most teams anyway. I'd like to see 3 out of 6 take that map at least. But again,
product will go to 3 out of 6.
Yeah, I definitely like it. And you know, if it does go to a third map on Gully Wash, Stalemate City.
Wait, you're calling Stalemate City after Gully Wash Stalemate City after Snakewater? My man, we're understanding why you're doing play-by-play tonight.
Yep, that's me, Bren, the open player.
To be fair, Gully is like 50-50 on whether it's going to be fast-paced or not. Like, you can easily roll from the middle, and like you can have pretty like hard exchanges on second that lead to like fast-paced rounds. But it can definitely be like a stalemate game, just solely because of Big Door. In all honesty, like that, it's just hard to lock that area down and push through it at the same time. Right. So, CP Snakewater then. So we've gone through the general maps. Let's see what happens when we talk about just this one map. So, the mid's traditionally dictated by soldiers, and I'm going to give that advantage to Salty Frogs. However, it's also based on how well your scouts back up the room your sollies make. And I do feel that the scouts are slightly tipped in 3 out of 6's favors. Not by that much, but slightly. Thanks to Tiger, the Prem Merc, shaking my head in high. I know chat's probably not going to be too happy about that one. I don't know. I think it's pretty fair. It's not main class, and and the teams agreed to it, so Salty Frogs are definitely okay with that. But it could be a difference maker.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. With the your scout comment anyway, with them having the slightly better scouts.
Alright then. It's good to know that you agree with me. You're a smart man, Bren. I'm liking you already.
Just following your lead, to be honest.
At least we're honest. This is the quarterfinal stages, so they will be moving on to the semis. Do you know who they'll be playing if they win this? Whichever team?
Speaking to the wrong man about this.
Alright then. Thanks for that.
You can tell I've come prepared.
Yeah. So, okay then, seeing as you have nothing to offer, why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself so they can get behind you?
I probably have the game sense of a goldfish, so don't expect any analytical plays from me or comments. I like to get really excited over Team Fortress 2, specifically competitive 6v6 Team Fortress 2. So you're probably in for a treat if I notice any nutty air shots kicking off. Other than that, no, I haven't really played TF2 for long. Not many people probably know me. Been playing for about 2 years, competitively anyway.
That's all well and good, but like, where's the stuff we want to know? Like, where do you live? What's your credit card information?
Well,
where's your jewelry box?
At the moment, I'm studying software dev. Do people really want to know this?
Yeah, dude.
I'm just here for the frags. Like,
you're just here for the frags? Alright. Who's going to be the number one fragger then? Who should the people's eyes be on?
I'm going to say Pred.
Pred? You imagine him to go pretty huge? Why is that?
Ooh, put me on the spot again.
Yep.
From the logs I've looked at from the other games, he has been turning up recently. I think it was on Badlands, I think I looked at them. He was turning up on there and got some good damage. Who's the pocket for 3 out of 6?
Warped Wolf, which might be the worst name I've ever casted.
Warped _ Wolf 3/6.
Yep, that's pretty awful. I'm sorry, dude, if you watch this, but damn, that's almost some Russia level names. I'm gonna completely disagree with you. I think the eyes to watch this game are Callback. That man has some beastly bombs and incredible DM. Like, playing against him is fairly annoying sometimes. Like, he just comes in from nowhere and just hits like every rocket and just feels like, oh, okay, well, that happened.
Speaking of terrible pronunciations of names, who is that scout for Salty Frogs? How do you even go about saying that? Knuff?
Enough. Just say Knuff. I don't know, dude. There was something else on the... I'm going to look back on the... No, wait, I never looked on the team page for the rest. I'm just going to remember what the name was. Bear with me while I open up my memory tab and go into the Salty Frogs. Kinty is the name that's listed on the page, which I got from my photographic memory. And so that's how we should say
Kinty.
Yeah, Kinty.
Kinty, okay.
You're not a fan of Frenchy names? They're always pretty interesting.
I've got nothing against the French. Like,
nothing at all.
well,
No
I don't know.
gripes?
There's supposed to be some sort of like friendly banter between the English and the French, isn't there?
Yeah.
But whenever
'Cause
I like
the-
play CS:GO or
They carry
Dota,
you.
I just get insulted by them.
You ever been to France?
I have once on a coach trip to Austria. So no, not really. I haven't actually stayed there.
Fair enough.
But, yeah.
Frenchies are cool. I always love French TF2 teams. I'm really upset that like most of the top French players are gone. Like not only are they some of like the coolest people, the Frenchies honestly play some of the most exciting TF2. Like the traditional French losses of a while back of Flip Flippy, Tech T Mac. Oh my god, I've just realized the alliteration on the combos in French teams. And then Exxon and Bull. There was essentially a frag movie team, and they were always really exciting to watch. And I kind of get the feel that Salty Frogs could kind of step up to that. Like their soldiers are pretty damn insane. Blitzo's a fragger. Not too sure about their demo though. I don't think I've seen enough of him really, but I'm sure he can turn it up. Got anything to add?
I was actually taking a drink. So
Okay.
Are we starting soon? We think we are. I mean, yeah, French players, they're always pretty good anyway. They're never... There's never really been there's never been a trash French player from what I can remember. You've always had one in like a top 4 Prim team and whatnot, but... How long until the teams are going live now? It'll be pretty soon.
We just got the word that 90 seconds, so yeah, don't worry about it. We can actually talk about things in a second. No more time filler. This is the hardest part of casting. Don't worry, dude. I feel your pain. I had the same thing my first time.
Just filling the the pre-game.
Don't worry. I'm sure people love you. That's all that matters. So, prediction for this map. What's the score going to be if we're going live in a sec?
4-2 to Salty Frogs. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna agree that Salty Frogs are gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a 3-1. I think this map's gonna be a lot slower. Salty Frogs aren't afraid of playing slower. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of aggression coming through 3 out of 6, but I feel like it's gonna get handled quite well by Salty Frogs. They're a pretty seasoned team. I don't think they'll get flustered too easily, and they'll know how when to slow it down and stuff. And just the way the map plays naturally, it's gonna be a lot slower. So I'm guessing 3-1. What does chat think as well? Everyone, post your scores, what you think it's going to be. Can't wait to see the 8-10s and all that ridiculous crap. The worse it is, the better, in all honesty, as the countdown has begun, which means this map is now live. Your Season 23 playoffs quarterfinals between Salty Frogs and 3 out of 6 are beginning now on our first map, CP Snakewater. Take me away for the first middle, Bren.
Okay, so straight away I'm going to be watching Zicto on... He's actually using the Quickie Bomb launcher, opting for that, getting a bit of damage, trying to get it onto Domo at the moment. He's really not really doing much at the moment. Callback at the moment. He's looking for a big bomb at the moment. Beefs has jumped a little bit. He's going in for the meta right now, getting some solid damage onto the Demo Man, getting extremely low. Blitzco also dropping quite weak, and that's 2 frags at the moment on the side of 3 out of 6. Pred does go down eventually. 2 Figer, so not much, and it looks like Salty Frogs are going to play this. Now they're going to back right out. The medic wants to get out with this Uber so they can potentially defend last. Bit of a disaster. Take me through that mid fight, please, if you would.
Yeah, you could... It was really just well played by 3 out of 6. They knew that the Frenchy aggression was coming. Glastree was pretty far forward on the point. He just got focused down, and from there, like the focus fire in general from 3 out of 6 was really good. They cleaned up the right players. They had a scout try and come in from behind, but they pretty much had it called. They were ready, and then they just used that. They won mid, and now they've taken second pretty much for free, uncontested. The Sans did manage to get out there, which is pretty nice. So he's got his Uber now, so we're going to have a traditional Uber versus Uber push on last. So, see how this last push is going to go down, as it looks like Deox is trying to make this play right now. Gets onto Blitzer, the sniper, but he should just be sacking for sniper himself.
Yeah. As you'd expect, the sniper off class coming out. If you're in this situation right now, say you were 3 out of 6, I mean, what would you be comfortable pushing into? Oh, bit of a sack coming in from the soldier right now. He gets denied straight up, callback.
I like that though. I like that they call, like, Deox has definitely gone for an off-class. They're not going to be pushing off of their pick advantage. I can try and go for something, equalizing Ubers.
Figo getting some very decent damage into Blitzco at the moment. He's going to have to back right out. And it looks like they're going to start pushing.
Yeah, Glastree gets rocked straight away from on the little spire there. I hear a headshot ring out onto Crayon, and that's really good for them. The Uber's going to be coming out now. Corvax tries to take this in. Just gets air piped though, almost again, gets the damage onto the Domo. Domo is going to go down. That's a bit of a tongue twister. although Tiger is going to be looking to play under. Glastri's going to meet him here, gets the one rocket, and hits the other on the wall. It's pretty unfortunate, but what's happening on the second point?
It's a bit of a clusterfuck, to be honest. Bit of a fight between a sniper and a scout from what I could see. Beefing a couple of shots, but they do manage to take that second point. So that medic pick was incredibly crucial then for them to be able to defend that. I mean, they could potentially have defended it even with the Uber, but you know, happy days for them, I guess. And it looks like they're going to be making an attempt right into the midpoint right now. Bit of damage coming out right now. Pred's going to be pushed right down. Going to get that med pack though. Is going to be healed right up. And they're going to have to back all the way back out to second. So
I like that from 3 out of 6. They recognize they don't really have the position, and I'm sure that they know Sans still has this Uber advantage. He's coming close to it now on 95. It's definitely an advantage they can play off, but they need to be quick if they want to do it. Crayon's already on 85%. Callback's trying to come in from this left and get the spam. They're doing a really good job right now. We're getting on for second, but the question is, how are 3 out of 6 going to handle this as their Uber comes up right?
They're going to be pushing right in, milking this Uber incredibly well. The Uber does eventually get popped, and Salty Frog's going to have to be backing straight out of here. Bit of damage coming out to Blitzko. He's have to get out on 10 HP. Domo's getting shot at the air, gets a nice air pipe, misses the second, unfortunately. Doesn't manage to pick him off, but Salty Dogs, it's going to be almost a wipe if they can pick off this demo, which they most likely are, and they do. So that's going to be a mid-point taken. Once again, very back and forth.
Really solid play from 3 out of 6. They're recognizing their Uber's coming up any second now. They're not getting spammed too hard. They just need to like fake the back out. They let them get all the way onto the point, and then they immediately just jump on him, crush him. They milk the Uber really well, as you commented on, and then just by the time the Salty Frogs Uber faded, they weren't really in positions to do anything, and they were just getting fragged one by one. And that's led all the way to this mid cap, as Kinty's going to go down as well. Players just dying kind of out of sync. It's not looking too good for Salty Frogs at the moment. They do have a sniper on Blitzer as well, so they can't really commit too hard for a fight, as it looks like 3 out of 6 are pushing in right now.
Yeah, Pred's going to get a big jump in, trying to basically create some space for his team. He's going to get sent straight up into the air. Basically, the slow siege, Deox actually picks the medic right there, going straight into lobby. Not really much response from Salty Frogs as he does actually drop. Fire Guy's going to go down actually to Knit. They're going to be forced straight back to last with that.
Well, the Blitzer's trying to go for the hero shot. He tries to get something going, but unfortunately he can't quite make it. Just another solid push there. They started off with that scout pick. Deox knew he could trade off of that. Or was that a scout pick? I can't even remember. Anyway, Deox knew he could trade. He runs right in, manages to get the medic with the miracle play. And then off of that, like, they start backing out, and now it's going to be a huge Uber advantage. Sam's only on 25%. This is like, it's one of the ones where you can't fail. It looks like they're going to take it right side, and let's see how they go for it. They're buffing their players up, and here they go.
It's going to be a scout too, but going straight in, getting some decent damage onto that heavy right there. He's going to be going down shortly after. He does eventually. Big air shot coming in from Pred there. They deny the soldier, and they pick up the round nice and easily.
I don't know, like, essentially they got forced back and they couldn't really do anything. A couple players tried to commit on the point, but it was too late. The heavy got focused down really quickly by both scouts. Just solid play there from 3 out of 6. I really like what I'm seeing from them so far. They're handling situations really well. I wonder what's going to happen in this next mid. Salty Frogs were the aggressor last time. Let's see if that changes.
Going to be watching Domo for this mid. He's getting some early stickies out. A bit of a late rollout, I believe. Getting not much damage out at the moment. Let's see what Blitzko's getting a bit of spam. Both teams just really playing it quite slowly. Callback up top, taking the high ground. He's going to be dropping to 90 health. He's going to be backing out. Knit getting a bit of damage out onto the red team soldier at the moment. Blitzko dropping to about 100 HP. Again, just a slow siege, but it looks like Glastry dropping very low as well, 100 health. He's going to get healed up. Both teams just waiting for a pick, and I just missed completely 3 picks coming out on the side of Salty Frogs, so the slow siege has worked. Deox going for a miracle med pick off there, but he doesn't manage to do it.
And that's going to be the mid for Salty Frogs. They definitely needed this. Glastry on his direct hit there as well. As he said, they were just sieged up, they turtled on the point. Callback managed to get those key pick, and sort of the team just knew what to do from there. They were in such a good position. The spawn is only now coming up for 3 out of 6. This is looking really good, with a huge Uber advantage as well for Sans. Looks like they want to take it under, and they're rotating to the right. A couple off classes as well. I just noticed that Zicto has the Quickie Bomb launcher. Let's see how they use this Uber. There is going to be a heavy as well.
So some solid damage out. They're going to be focusing the heavy down straight away, but some solids and on to the soldier as he's getting pushed all the way back. Warped Wolf is probably going to drop to extremely low. He's currently on 100 health, just fighting off the very might of Salty Frogs at the moment. Zicto playing the point extremely well, getting off a nice little pill. The whole team just really trying to play this, trying to get as much cap time as possible at the moment. Zicto dropping down, and this looks like it's going to be a successful last defend for 3 out of 6. Very well played by them.
Yeah, they just focused on frags, essentially, like every player was shooting at the same person, then Med just got disconnected from the heals. Like, the moment anyone committed for point, the moment they took damage, it was just disastrous for them, and that's like what happened. Zicto pretty much ended up being solo playing on the point, and then he just got focused down, and the medic couldn't connect to any of his new players as he got jumped by a soldier and then forced out. So now they're just holding back on their middle. Crayon now has the huge Uber advantage. I don't think any team has really been equal aside from that one last push so far, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see how they want to take this. It looks like they're rotating to the choke area, but Salty Frogs do know of this, they're spamming it, and their players are starting to move back now.
And they're going to Uber straight into this mid-fight right now, seeing if they can pick off anybody at all. Callback actually does go down straight away, so that's one pick for them. Zitko also getting a bit of spam into them, but I don't know if 3 out of 6 are going to be able to play this correctly. They've only got the one pick, and Salty Frogs, they've kited them right back out into the Saw Room at the moment. Warped Wolf gets a pick onto the Connect, and Glastry actually follows up with Fager, and Blitz actually picks up a frag onto Pred as well, so Zitko dropping extremely low 4 health there. They are going to get out, so...
Salty Frogs were starting to find the frags that they needed, but they just took so much spam that they couldn't really commit. But now they do have their own Uber to play with, and they can start pushing in the middle. It looks like that's what they want to do. Glastry should be leading this, that's right. He's jumping across the point. They know that they have their Uber, so they're going to force out. Warp Wolf going for this force and does get it. That's really crucial for them now. They can play off of that quite well. 3 out of 6 got exactly what they wanted. Now they're the ones with the big Uber advantage yet again. Just holding on their second just for the meantime. But I think Salty Fox should just keep pushing so the Uber doesn't even matter, and it looks like that's what they're doing as they come through this grass area, Bren.
Yeah. So we're going to see some big bombs coming in from Callback at the moment. He's going straight for the medic into lobby right now. Can he pick him up? He's probably going to get it. He does indeed. Callback extremely low. Can he get some more spam? Opts for the skill stick. Doesn't manage to hit it. Pred dropping very weak as well. So Knut, Blitz and Knut actually picking up that frag right there. Domo picking up some spam onto Train once again. Warped Wolf goes for a big bomb onto the medic. Bit of a miracle play, but it's just the medic left alive for Salty Frogs. He does eventually go down. So 3 out of 6. They're going to be able to take this mid problem free. They're going to pick up the pieces and have that for breakfast.
It was a really good start from, what's his name? Callback, that's the one. He got straight onto the medic, it was absolutely crucial. Uber was coming up soon, great by him, he got the bomb off. But Glastry also died while that happened, so essentially they had no spam to like help them on the point, so it was both the scouts and the demo pushing across. Then when the Solly bombed them, he just got all the damage he needed onto the key target, and from that they cleaned up, and then their med died. So the fact that they had heals just almost didn't matter, because people just got nuked so quickly, and like it was just great focus fire from 3 out of 6. Focus fire from 3 out of 6. I really like what I'm
There is
saying,
a spy off, sorry for interrupting, but there is a spy off class at the moment coming in. He's going to be trying to get that medic pick. It's going to be a bit crucial as the advantage that 3 out of 6 are holding at the moment is going for it. Can he get it? He does get the medic! Blitzco does drop down immediately, but that's exactly what they were looking for. So now 3 out of 6 in a solid position. Oh, sorry, I should say Salty Frogs with that solid advantage. That's going to be pretty much 100% by the time the medic's up. They're going to be able to take mid off that surely if they play that correctly.
Yeah, let's see how they do it. Their Uber's going to be up in like a couple seconds now, and it looks like they want to play through Saw. The question is what is 3 out of 6 going to do about this? It looks like they want to try their own little push, but while they're going into second, the other team's going into mid. Zictor's going to come back around and he gets some really good damage onto Tiger here and actually pipes him down. And the fight is happening on second now, it's all split up. Salty Frogs coming back to their own second now to defend. Deox getting some frags onto Blitzer, and Kovac as well has died. And now it's only Zicto and Sans up. It's Demo and Medic versus Demo and Medic. Stickies onto Zicto are pretty hard right now. Let's see what's happening. Uber's going to be used
Domo
first.
Went huge. Picking up a nice pill onto the medic there to force him. They're going to be happy with that. They're going to try and get out alive. Domo doesn't manage to do it. Zicto picks him up quite easily, but that means they're going to have a slight advantage to work with if 3 out of 6 manage to get out, and it looks like Crayon has managed to get out. So that's a nice Uber advantage to work off, if they can work off it, that is.
It's just classic Snake War. No matter what you do, you always end up holding the same position again. They are trying to break this curse and push in right now, and they're getting spammed pretty hard. Deox and Pred do go down, however. This opens it up really well for Salty Frogs as their players are coming in right now. And 3 out of 6 aren't even going to leave a player for like a sack or anything. They're just backing out fully. Not sure how I feel about that. I would have left someone. Like, you're a round up, you know, you can afford to make the risky plays.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone to get forward, stacking this cap, and now the push should be coming pretty soon, 70%. Let's see how they want to take this one, bro.
So, I mean, would you, if you were in 3 out of 6's position at the moment, I mean, this advantage is literally just completely faded away, so they're not really going to be able to play off that. Would you go Uber v Uber at the moment?
Yeah, I'd take a trading. Now, I don't. In all honesty, I think I try and have my roamer set up for a sack. It's pretty hard to get into middle because you can pretty much see everywhere. But like you can try and brute force it. If you try and bait them into saw, you can definitely get something going. Warp Wolf does call them as they're rotating now, so it looks like the Salty Frogs are just going to be the aggressors anyway. Big damage actually coming out onto the Demo Man, going down to 6 HP. Does manage to stay alive. Uber's going to be used from both teams right now, but the health is a lot better for Salty Frogs after this Uber. Warp Wolf barely dodging that rocket there. Well-timed spacebar. Tiger does get in behind onto Choke, but he's just going to get taken down, and that's going to leave Salty Frogs in a pretty good position after this Uber here, Bren.
So it's only one player that they've picked at the moment. Warp Wolf taking a bit of damage. He's going to go down straight away. The fight's still happening. Lots of spam being traded back and forth. Zicto drops low, but he gets arrowed up by his medic at the moment. At the moment, it's just pretty much equal health advantage for both teams and almost equal Ubers. There's only a slight 10% advantage to work with once again. So we're probably going to be looking at a nice little last hold. Probably some off classes. In fact, yeah, Deox has gone straight to Sniper to see if he can make any plays happen at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Salty Frogs will play too much off the small advantage. Oh no, Zicto just gets picked by Pred. That's disastrous for them right now. That's pretty much all opportunities for their push rip. Someone should be going for the sack. Here we go. We've got Tiger on the Scout 1v1 under, and they're going to get the pick onto Kinty as well. This is really unfortunate if you're a Salty Frogs fan right now. However, they still have Deox on Sniper, so their push-out isn't going to be as strong as it could be, but they're still going to go for it as they come up from balcony, Bren.
Yep, so we're going to see it straight away. Warp Wolf trying to get some damage into the medic. It does force him quite early on, but 3 out of 6, they still have their Uber to play off, and they popped it right now. Solid milking coming out from them right now. There's a few players that are coming late to this mid-fight. Can they get any damage at all? Glass 3 actually gets picked off quite easily. He got caught out from his medic there. A lot of players dropping extremely low, and Salty Frogs, they have to back all the way out of here if they want to get anything, if they want to be able to defend, possibly even second.
That fight was pretty, I don't know, just a series of unfortunate events for Salty Frogs there. The Zicto getting picked just led to that push, and then from there, all of them just got fragged. We do have Blitzer on Sniper now. He's going to try and equalize this. And let's see if he can find the shot. He is peeking through Choke as 3 out of 6 is still trying to get something going. Korvac's rotating to this window. He's going to try and make a play. He's going to see that he can't get anything going and just back out from Choke. We're going to have a nice classic sneak water stalemate. Because no matter what happens, it will always be a stalemate.
I was really hoping for this. This riveting stalemate gameplay is what I live for.
Oh no, it's fine. You called Snake to be action-packed, which it has been so far, and Gully to be the stalemate. So far you're actually a mastermind, you know? No, I'm actually... This game's been really good so far. It's been really action-packed with solid plays from like both teams as the Uber's coming up. Looks like 3 out of 6 are going to Uber straight in right now, trying to get any damage, any pick-off they can at the moment because they don't have the Uber just yet. They're going to pick off the medic right now. It's currently a sword. They do pick him up, so he has dropped with 99% charge. Lots of picks coming out on the side of Salty Dogs as 3 out of 6. They just get torn out from behind, I believe. Fager's dropping extremely low as well. He's on 9 HP. He's going to go down as well to Knit. So, I mean, even if they did get the med pick there, that just went disastrously wrong, to be honest. Yeah, it was essentially the classic, while you focus the med, all your fragging classes get focused and die. Just pretty unfortunate, and that's going to leave Salty Frogs with the second. The question is, how are they going to take this? Oh, actually, no, 3 out of 6, not going to give it to him too easily, knowing they have the heals advantage, and Blitzer on Sniper's going to get taken down by Pre. This should definitely be a hold. We do have Kinty in behind, though. He's in this lower area. Can he find the pick onto anyone? He sees the medic and the soldier. He gets onto the med, but he's just going to get slammed straight away. And with 3 down now for Salty Frogs, that was pretty... That was really well played by 3 out of 6 to recognize they're in a position to hold. Like, I reckon it was a bit too overeager by Salty Frogs. They should have realized, like, their heals aren't going to be up. They should have just held mid, in all honesty. Like, I get it, what they were going for. They're still, you know, a round down. 14 minutes remaining. They got to try and do stuff, but there's still time. Like, they're kind of rushing it.
Wolf going for a play right now, trying to get some decent damage out onto a medic. He looks like he's going for the demo pick right now. Can he pick him off? Actually hits the air shot as well, so the demo's dropped extremely low and he has gone down. So that's 3 picks now on the side of Salty Dogs. Once again, it's going to be an easy mid-fight, but a back cap is coming out at the moment. Blitzo is right behind him. He's going to get this. And this is probably going to be, unless they can get some men back, Domo desperately trying to go back right now, but Fager's hot on the tail, but I don't think he's going to be able to get this. Blitzko has just completely bewildered him, and they've cut the point.
That's incredible. You gotta love it when the equalizing round is a back cap. The EU gimmicks, I'm going to see that in chat. Come on, everyone, give me what I want. So, it's going to be 1-1 the score, 30 minutes remaining off the back of the back cap, and what a game we've had here so far. Let's see what happens on this, the 3rd middle, taking away Bren.
Right, yeah, so I'm going to be watching Zicto now. He's going to be still opting for the quickie bomb at the moment, putting in a tiny bit of damage right now onto Domo. Not really much else happening. Callback going for a big bomb at the moment. Does pick up. Oh, actually gets picked up by Deox. The response was there, so he's immediately going to be fragged straight away. Blitzko dropping very low as well. 14 HP. He's going to have to get back. Glassry getting some decent spam out onto 3 out of 6 from above. He's going to have to back out as well. But it looks like they're just brute forcing their way through this mid fight at the moment. Deox actually picking up a frag as well as Domo. Right now, Glassry dropping very low. I don't know if they want to chase up this frag onto him. He's 50 health, and he looks like he is going to be able to get out. So. A concisive mid-fight by 3 out of 6 there.
Yeah, another mid-victory for them under the belt. Callback had tried to go in there and he just got shut down. They were ready for it.
Callback actually did manage to force out Crayon there, so that's very favourable for them, and it's a much better Uber coming out the side of Salty Frogs. But the positioning doesn't really allow for anything to take advantage of that. In fact, Gastry might actually get picked up right now.
Yeah, playing in both scouts in this cheese area, trying to deny the players coming from Sword Blitz, so even gets a pick onto Pred. With 2 down, Salty Frogs could be able to go. Uber's not even something they should be considering. Stickies, oh pardon me, Stickies are ready to try and stop something. Let's see where they want to take this. Looks like they are committing to this saw play. Warpwolf going down really low, Stickies neutralized. Pred is still down, there's still numbers down. Ubers are still anywhere near this.
Big air shot onto Fager there. Glassry denying the scout completely up top, so right to back out. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to be able to get this mid file. Well, they've already capped the mids, but
they could. I think Salty Frogs, if they were a bit quicker, they could have definitely gone for a push. They just took that a little bit too long. They got spammed that a little bit too hard. It's a game of millimeters, dude. Now they're going to be holding on their second pretty defensively. They just want to make sure they absolutely get that Uber, and they should, as Crayon is also just about to get it as this push really begins while they're on grass. Oh no, they're getting spammed quite hard. They're going to have to try and do something now before Blitzo has his time, or he just gets picked by Tiger, and Uber's going to be used from Salty Frogs. Not looking too good right now.
Oh, Glassry actually does get dropped to Fager as well, so the very better Uber, or much better Uber by 3 out of 6 I should say. And they're going to be able to be in a position to really push straight onto last now. That's 3 picks on the side of them. This should be a non-issue. Last cap right now. Zixter goes down as well. Solid cap time coming out. The medic's going to drop as well. And yeah, that's a concisive cap by 3 out of 6.
I really liked that play from Deox at the end there, where he ran on the point, capped about half of it, and then just kept running forward for more frags. I always love to see stuff like that. That's going to be 2-1, 3 out of 6 keeping up their more convincing performance, I'd say, seeing as the only round cap was a back cap so far. This map's looking like it might go their way, but there's still 10 minutes remaining. Anything could happen, and you should never count out Frenchies. Let's see what's going to go down on this, our 4th middle.
So right away we're seeing once again spam being exchanged by the down man. Warpwolf taking that soldier going in, Callback going for a big bomb onto the medic right now. He's dropped extremely low, does get picked off, but Glassry and Callback has also dropped. Domo does drop. Knif going in for the med pick, he does manage to pick him off, so that's no heals on the side of 3 out of 6 right now. But they're just 2 men at the moment, 2 men against the world. That's 3 on the side of 3 out of 6 at the moment. Figo going in for that cheeky demo pick right now, pushing right into Saw. He does get a pill off onto him. He's opting, and he does eventually go down. So Zixter trading right there with Fager. There's a bit of a messy mid, and the lol comes out by Figer there in the chat.
Yeah, they did have the heal advantage, but it didn't matter because their heals were already so much worse that they couldn't really take the fight. They were trying to back out, but unfortunately Solly died, and then it was just the med and demo remaining. I really like that the scouts both split up to take 1 fight each. Tiger went onto the demo, picked him up in that classic little sword fashion. He did get piped though, so you suck, kid. Sorry, I gotta call out Tiger sometimes. And then Deox just went onto the medic and got the pick. However, it's going to be reset because both teams needed to wait for their spawners, and we're just going to have a classic second hold. However, Blitzo is trying the spy play again. I don't know if he's been called. Let's see if he can
gimmicks coming out once again.
Make the magic happen. He's going to get his eyes onto the combo. They don't know he's there. He's decloaking. He's quite far behind the medic.
They might
I don't know
pop
if he's going to
in
be
before.
Useful. Yeah. It's a very big worry.
Do anything.
No, he's on him. Come on. Yes, he gets it! Blitzo with a 2 out of 2 for these spy plays. Meanwhile, Deox gets in behind, but he gets taken down really low. They just need to focus before he gets
still alive. He picks up the demo as well. What are they doing?
It's so unfortunate. They still do have the player and health advantage. Can they clean up this fight? Pred going down to like 2 HP, as well as Tiger on half HP. Finally, gonna get taken down. Yeah, convincing hold there for Salty Frogs off the back of that nice spy play. Deox did kill the med though. Saving grace for them. They're gonna have a slight uber advantage at the end of this. Let's just see what goes next, if they push into middle or not. They should be, knowing they have the spawner advantage.
Yeah. I don't care what NA TF2 says. EU gimmicks aren't gimmicks if they work.
Ooh, I love calling out NA, dude. You're getting better and better as this class goes on. Alright, well, no, it looks like they didn't try and take the middle. No ballsy play from Salty Frogs, so it's going to be a reset situation. We're pretty much back where we started from like 5 minutes ago.
Dropping extremely low actually in the saw room at the moment. He's dropped up to 41 health. He's going to have to back out. Both teams really. It's a bit of a, once again, a little bit of a stalemate kicking off. Equal Ubers. Yeah, just classic stable. Snake water. Equal Ubers once again, waiting for those picks.
Yeah, we've seen Salty Frogs try their hand at the off classes during stalemates. I really want to see what I really want to see 3 out of 6 do it, but I think they're probably just going to go for a classic Uber exchange, but I really wouldn't mind seeing, before the Ubers come in, like one scout rushing in and coming back as some kind of off-class. Like, their round's up and they can play time. Salty Frogs cannot, which is why they look like they want to be pushing in through this saw area. The stickies are above them, they should know it's there, they saw the demo man put it in. Callback tries to go for some bomb, but unfortunately just gets taken down by the roll. They're pretty much destroying this push for Salty Frogs.
So that is pretty disastrous for Salty Frogs at the moment. 3 out of 6 going to be pushing straight in, probably looking for more frags now. Are they pushing in or are they just waiting again? They're just waiting again.
Yeah, the more they wait, the more they run down the clock, the more Salty Frogs have to, gamble.
Exactly right, so they're in a position to really do this at the moment.
If they're even thinking about it. Like, not a lot of teams do. They just, like, a lot of teams at this level just kind of don't really know, like, with these little moments they can push. They, like, really like to feel it out. And it's just sort of YOLO sometimes, Or, like, they wait till they get something pretty decisive. Because this is, after all, your ETF2L Season 23 high quarter-final playoffs between Salty Frogs and 3 out of 6 as we fill time, because something's finally happening. Take it away, Bren, as this push is
Here
going.
we go. So it looks like they're trying to get some pick-offs. They're trying to basically milk these Ubers as much as possible. But let's go. Zicto actually picking up a frag onto Wolf, and the Uber is popped for 3 out of 6. Much better Uber coming out from Salty Frogs. Let's see what they can do with it. Vega, he's behind them. They don't realise he's there, but no. Bit of spam coming out. So yeah, Salty Frogs just really spamming them out straight up. Saw much better heals on the side of Salty Frogs at the moment. And they're going to be able to be in a position to push straight into second with that.
Yeah, they take that Uber in really deep and use it to get all the way into the second, but Deox just jumps over the entire team, gets onto Sands, knocks him so low. Can he get the pick? Oh, he finally does. It took too long for that pick to happen on both teams. Deox and the Med should have died quicker. However, at the end of all of this, it heavily favors Salty Frogs as they manage to clean up all the picks. 3 still down for the 3 out of 6 team. I really want to see them take lobby, like, while they're still there, get the positions that they can. Ultimately, it's not going to matter because 3 out of 6 aren't going to even contest lobby. I want to see if we've got an off-class. Of course we do. Blitzo's on Sniper, because of course he is. And it's a pretty smart play considering they have a huge Uber advantage, and 3 out of 6 should know it, but I don't think they're really going to go for anything.
No, definitely not in a position that they're in at the moment. Especially with how many minutes on the clock at the moment, almost 5 minutes onto the clock right now, so I want to see if Blitz can really make anything happen at the moment. He's holding on to Train, but that side does pick up Deox straight away. Not really what they really want to try and go for.
Callback.
Oh, incredible plays.
Huge for Salty Frogs. They should be keeping this one going, and they are through this left side. Let's see what happens, Bren.
Yeah, it's just going to be a dry push going in at the moment. Big bombs coming in at the moment. So actually another headshot being picked up. Domo drops down quite low. He actually does drop to them. The bombs are coming out to the medic. They're just trying to play the point now at the moment, and they do manage to pick it up. So this is potentially looking like a golden cap if it carries out the way this whole game has been going. So
yeah, Salty Frogs have definitely been picking up recently. They've just been playing like better and better. They're taking the fights much better as well. They're hitting their shots better. I'm going to keep saying better until people hate that word. Really nice surf from Sands there at the end as well. Like, he got left alone by his team, and then he just, like, 2 Sollies and Solly and a Scout were on him. He just surfed the rocket right onto his team and healed them while they were on the point and let him cap it out. But here on this middle, I hope you don't mind, I'm going to take one away. Zicto getting knocked by some stickies. Not going to get much going. Spamming pipes across the point. Both teams sort of taking their position. Who's going to be the first aggressor? It's going to be callback straight in onto Crayon. Glastry follows him. They get so much damage on the team, but can they get anything else from it? Because they've sacked 2 players. But the health of 3 out of 6 is so bad. They've got to play this one quite well. Let's see if they can go for it. Deox really... No, they can't. They're just going to get shut down. Such solid play off the back of the soldiers there. Deox is the only survivor of that mid-fight.
Yeah, Pred did go for a miracle medic pick play there, but really didn't really do anything. The team was in a very good position, that Salty Frogs, to really deny them straight out the sky, and they're going to be able to push straight into second with this, and potentially straight into last with this massive Uber advantage.
Let's see, because we do have Tiger on the Sniper. He's going to try and stop that, but they do know he's there. Sand's not showing himself. Oh, he barely does for a second, but Tiger misses it. They 100% know the Sniper's there. They're going to take this under. That's exactly what I like to see before he can get set up again, but I think they know it. Yeah, Tiger's already looking in this area, and he's got the Machina. He just needs a body shot The double juke's coming out as the Uber comes in.
Straight in with the scouts, focusing down the demo show straight away, but the heavy's getting in a bit of spam, bit of deny, but he does go down. So Vega, that's one pick, and that's another cap. Yeah. For Salty Frogs, that was incredibly quick. I had barely time to...
They focus the demo, and then the rest of the players do the, oh, they've Ubered into us, we need to rotate, and then, but that leaves no one to defend the point. All of Salty Frogs just walk onto it and get the cap. Pretty, I don't know, slacking, dude. You need to leave someone there, like anyone, to get it. Oh well, pretty unfortunate. Let's see what's going to happen. 3-2 the score right now, 2 minutes 50 seconds remaining. Take me away, Bren.
Very big mid-fight. It's very important for both of them. Domo's dropping a little bit low from the Domo spam, but Vega getting in a bit of spam, quite aggressive, just outside their kitchen. Pred dropping actually extremely low to call back. The big bomb coming in. Warp Wolf follows up with another bomb. Doesn't manage to pick anybody up, but Figer, meanwhile, is picking up people left, right, and centre. Deox is actually behind him at the moment. He's dropped extremely low. He is going to get picked up by Blitzko. So this is a bit of and a mid-fight still going on. Blitzko versus the world as he tries to take on a Demo Man and his medic. Demo Man dropping very low as well. He is going to probably pick him up unless he beefs this completely. He's going to whack him to death with his little sword there. And that's going to be a mid-fight 1 for 3 out of... No, that's Salty Frogs who's won that mid.
Yeah, off the back of Blitzer there, solid clutch play towards the end, keeping it rolling. Crayon did get out, however, so it's going to be Uber versus Uber, and they can't just roll this one straight onto second. Actually, 3 out of 6, they want to keep this one rolling. Their rounds down. They know they have to play against this clock right now. We're going to have the Solis jumping in. Callback jumps in behind it. Uber's going to be coming out, but Sands hasn't even had to use yet, and the health of 3 out of 6 is already so bad. Uber finally gets forced, but they're not even going to be able to find anything. 2 scouts are behind. This is just getting worse and worse with 3 out of 6. Both Solis down there. So a callback finishes off Crayon there with a little direct with him above his head. Ty and Deox on this middle. Can they DM the world? It doesn't look like it. Actually, Sands
Deox is actually doing it, to be honest. Look at him go. He's, it's an easy pickup for him, and he does pick up the medic, so...
However, he's just been ignored as Callback and Blitzer have just kept second, and they're trying to make a play onto last, but Warped Wolf is, God, that name, dude. Please.
Warped Wolf.
He manages to hold him back. Deox not stopping, he's fighting Callback on second. He's going to pick him off. He's going to be absolutely huge for his team right now, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. 1 minute remaining. 3 out of 6 might need a miracle to win this match.
Yeah.
As they're still fighting.
Yeah, 6, yeah, they're still looking to contest the second, so they are going to cap it up. Bigger advantage from them. They really need to... There's 50 seconds left on the clock. Is this even doable for them? I think if they really slam them hard, they will be able to do it. And they are going to go straight in for this. They know time is of the essence. Pred going in for a big bomb at the moment, spamming them out. They are going to kite them right back. That's Salty Frogs going all the way back to their second point at the moment. They want to take the momentum with them and push right now. But Callback does pick up Pred. I believe that was probably main that happened, or saw. Doesn't matter, 3 out of 6, they still want to continue to play this. They do. Deox picks up Blitzko, so that's another pick for them. That's even more advantageous. Crayon dropping very low, actually, as well. He's 8 a pill in main, and remember, he's going to get that med pack and get healed up right away. It's a bit of a last-minute plays right there. They have popped the Uber, so they do need to make something happen with this. They are getting some decent damage out. Zitzko dropping extremely low as well. Does go down to the, I don't know, what was that, a hammer?
Yeah, that's the bottle. It's fine. Oh, no, they're going for the last. Can they do this? The Uber does come out, 8 seconds remaining, so that's going to be GG, 3-2 the score. Solid play right at the end there from Salty Frogs, just knowing like when they can back up and when they have to take fights just to delay as much time as possible. Like they know they don't need to decisively win fights, just slow them down. And as they were backing off that fight on second, pretty clutch from the, what are their names? Zicto and Kinty, just getting like a couple picks and knocking their health down too low so they can't just rush straight in. They still tried it. Demo came in from lower, got straight onto the point. It's what they need to do, but there just wasn't enough time left by the end. Salty Frogs pull that one back. You know, yeah. Pretty good from them.
I almost made a comment halfway through saying, "Oh, I made the wrong prediction," but no, they do manage to pull it back. Winning off the back of EU gimmicks, that back cap, and the two medics from Blitz off class and Spy. Yeah, impressive stuff.
That was really huge.
I'm glad it was a very exciting game, very back forth, which is shows promise for the next 2 maps anyway.
I hope so. So let's talk about some maths. Let's get on the logs here if I can find. Here we go. Thank you, cameraman. So first thing that jumps out at me is Zicto. 10.2k damage, only took 7k. Absolutely huge. Rocking it in team fights, just leaving people super weak so that they scouts and solis don't have to do that much work. Tiger tried his best, 33 for 17, pretty solid, impressive. pretty solid, impressive performance from him. Yep, sure, that's how English works.
That's what you'd expect from Figer, though, anyway.
Yeah, only took 5k damage and did 8k. Yeah, it was a good Merc. You know, you couldn't really have a Merc do that much more.
Knit on the side of Salty Frogs. Did we say we did say the scouts on 3 out of 6, I think I mentioned it, that I thought they were going to really turn up, and they did, but they were top damage for their team, but unfortunately the rest of it didn't really follow. Oh, no, sorry, I'm looking at frags, not Mitch. So yeah, they got a top frag, so I mean that shows that they were really cleaning up quite well, but unfortunately didn't manage to clinch it in the end. For top damage, you are right, yep, Zicto right at the top there, followed by Figer. I mean, if you were in 3 out of 6's position, what would you maybe have done differently?
Not let the Solis have as much free reign as they did. Callback and Glastry got so many like successful bombs off, or even if they weren't that successful, they were like objectively successful, as in they got the frags. They usually did so much damage that the scouts, and Zicto obviously isn't going to miss apparently, that they just came in and just finished off the fight. It's like either they got the med pick or they just like hit all the key fraggers for like 100 or like 80 damage each, and just from that they were able to slowly win fights. I would have had their scouts play a little closer and tighter to their medic, because they were playing really loose, which was working out quite well most of the time. But they were both so aggressive that it meant they just kept like getting behind, and Callback and Glashly just knew it, and they knew that meant they have free reign, they can't get shot out of the air, and they just use that to jump forward and do some nice aggressive plays. So yeah, I'd have the scouts play tighter to the medics so that they can deny solis better. That's how the meta works.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you on that one. Callback was making some massive plays throughout the entire game. His bombs were pretty much never really denied too much. I can really think of a moment where he was denied, to be honest. He was always bombing in, at least picking off a medic, or at least like a demo man or something, picking off key targets at key times as well. So, good plays all around by Salty Frog's soldiers.
So do you know what's more impressive? Zicto did that 10k damage with the fucking quickie bomb launcher, dude. Like, zero sticky traps, just constant damage going out. Only 6 shots per clip, man. That's impressive. Shout out, caps. Tip my cap to you, my man. So that was CP Snakewater Viaduct, or Product as it's called now. How do you think this one's going to go down?
Cough is a different beast entirely.
Yes, it is.
It could honestly go to either team once again. I'd like it to go to 3 out of 6, just so we potentially go to a third map. Well, we will go to a third map if they do take it. But, I don't know, part of me wants to say, I mean, it's going to be the team with the better scouts that takes it. At the end of the day, Figer's been turning up. I'm not sure, did you see Deox? He didn't really make many big sniper plays or anything. Yeah, he was going quite huge, but
he wasn't. Yeah, I didn't really see him on sniper at all, but he was definitely going huge on scout. He was hitting his shots, and he was there was, I think, like 4 individual moments where he jumped on top of like a 3-man combo and got a med pick. So you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a Viaduct if you can run into people and get frags. It's kind of how this map works. Whoever has the better fights generally wins. There is some like high level team play stuff you can do, like baiting team onto the cap so that you have the spawn advantage, and stuff like that. And playing around Cliff is the general meta right now, and a lot of teams are quite good at that. I haven't played Salty Frogs on Viaduct. I don't think so. I mean, I might have. Sorry, guys, if I've forgotten about that. I have played 3 out of 6, though, and they're pretty fucking annoying. Like, Deox kind of just runs around the map and tries to frag people. If you can't shut him down, he's going to be pretty hard to deal with. However, that's kind of all he does. So it does mean there's usually 1 scout less with the medic, so it kind of opens you up. And the solis don't roam around too much, so you kind of, if you get the scouts controlled, you can push him back quite a lot. But then if he's not working on scout, he will usually just switch to sniper, and that's when it gets pretty hard. But you can deal with that, because essentially what that means is that when they have the sniper, if you have Callback who has these bombs and can always get in, if you just focus him, their kind of key strategy is to just sort of wait for him to do stuff and get those key picks.
So, what are your predictions quickly before we jump into the game? It's not happening just yet, but
I'm going to predict that 3 out of 6 take this, mostly because I want a third map.
I'm going to say that for the same reason that I want a third map, but also because I feel like, as we mentioned before the game was starting, I think we both agreed that they had slightly better scouts.
Yeah.
Especially with Figar as well. So I'm expecting 3 out of 6 to clinch this in the end. Potentially 3-1, I'd say.
I'm gonna go with. I want 3 out of 6 to win, but I don't know who's gonna. So I'm gonna say whoever wins is gonna win 3-0. How about that? Is that fair?
That's fair enough.
All right, thanks, man. You're a beast. Take me away on this first medal.
Jumping straight into the mid-fight right away. We're going to see a bit of spam coming out from the Den man, holding quite defensively at the moment. Blixo picking up Deox. They've opted for the sniper straight away onto mid, so that's one pick straight off the bat. Fergo's actually behind at the moment, so he's going to be looking to pick up that medic. He's dropping extremely low, getting a lot of damage on. They've actually jumped the Demo man in as well, so they do pick him up, but Domo is the only one left standing. He does go down, and that looks like it's going to be a mid-fight for Salty Frogs.
Blitzer went pretty ham, pretty pig, pretty pork, pretty amazing.
You could say that.
Just started off with 2 headshots, you know, kind of, and then got a 3rd pick with the SMG. Pretty sick there. And the rest of his team just cleaned up. They were going for the sacks, you know, trying to get the med and all that. They did get him, I believe, so it was good. But they all died.
Picking up another headshot onto Wolf as well. So these headshots, he's a consistent sniper. I'll give him that. He's hitting his shots.
Completely forgot about the Blitzer sniper, but now they've kept up the point. It's going to be a repush for Salty Frogs as Tiger does go down. It's already going to put him in a good position as another headshot rings out from Blitzer. This man's insane. What is going on? It should be the recap coming pretty soon. Blitzer's going to get spammed down, but should be fine. Zicto and his Sully friends on the cap right now.
Yeah, and he's just going to get arrowed right up, so he's nice and healthy on China, just waiting for the frags to appear before him, and he picks up another one onto Deox. He's actually going huge, and Uber's coming in right now from 3 out of 6, but can they make anything happen? They can't.
Oh, the double's so close there. Wolf getting picked off by Blitzer with an SMG kill. It's like his 9,000th kill of this map already. Domo going extremely weak, knocked straight up. Meanwhile, Callback is bombing in, trying to get as much damage as possible. Gets taken down. However, Domo and Tiger are still dead, and the cap is still belonging to Salty Frogs, and they're not letting this fight go, Bren.
Yeah, they're just picking up and cleaning up, to be honest. These frags, the out-DMing is happening. I see that they've opted for Figer is now switching to Sniper. They know they have to counter-respond somehow. And I guess they feel confident that he can shift it back into their favour, because this is looking very good for Salty Frogs at the moment. Warped Wolf going in for a big bomb. He gets dropped very low. He's going to have to back out straight away. As he does, the pointer's capped again. Figer actually does pick up Glastree, so that's a nice little pick for them.
It's his turn to snipe now. After Deox just got bopped straight away, you know, it's like, alright, let someone else try it. Blitzer kid's too sick. He is on the cliff right now, trying to see if he can get anything. The cap is in the ownage of, what are they called? 3 out of 6 right now. The timer is ticking down, 2 minutes 13, but there's less time for... I can't remember names today, dude. Salty Frogs, there we go. They have to get less time, so both teams were just waiting for their Uber right now. But the health isn't too great for Salty Frogs. You know, if they commit right now, it could go either way for them. And there's stickies behind the point right now. Do they know that it's there? Glastree goes to check it, but he just gets headshot by Tiger. The stickies don't even matter there in the end. And yep, looks like Tiger's a good sniper. Sorry, Deox, you got getting outdone tonight.
Step up your game.
Callback finally bombing in the right
now, yeah.
Huge kick from him.
Unbelievable. Pred follows it up. He drops the medic. Huge plays, the counter plays were there, and he's up for it, mate. He is going for those frags right now. Zitko very low, he's dropping right all the way back to concrete. This is going to be a mid take for... Who is the teams? I tell you what, them swapping colours has really like thrown me off balance.
That was sick though, like Callback gets that demo pick, it's like alright then I'll fucking drop your med, deal with it kid. Callback trying again, gets the force, not quite a drop, you know, sorry you've been outplayed by the warped wolf tonight dude.
Yeah, that's an Uber forced out at the moment on the side of 3 out of 6.
Yeah, they're gonna cap this one out. Time's dead even here. Let's see how this repush comes from Salty Frogs. Glastree jumping quite ahead, trying to get as much damage as possible. Takes down Deox before the fight even starts. 2 down for 3 out of 6. Not looking too good for them. Tiger still trying to get these picks and Sniper though. Peeking, he gets some sight on the med. Can he get him? Not quite. Come on, my man. Something happened. Nah, they're just gonna recap.
So the heals at the moment. Is that Pred going in for a big bomb at the moment? He does pick up. Does he pick up the medic? The medic's actually getting out on 30 HP, so he was so close. So that was Callback who's actually jumping him. My mistake. Oh, Blitz picking up a frag onto Deox again.
Deox is getting slammed this map, dude. Everyone's just taking turns, like, picking that kid. Pred's trying to come in from the right side.
So another frag onto Domo. He's actually going huge.
He's a hacker, dude.
You're gonna watch it from his POV this entire game. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think he can be blamed. let's see, what we had recently. So off the back of Callback and Glastry, they tried to do this like cliff play and sack, but it didn't really work out for them. But it didn't matter because then Blitzer just got the headshots. That's the most analysis I can give of this situation, as it does look like they're trying to push in right now. Oh, big damage on the Warpwolf that's going to go down. Zicto does die before the Uber comes off though, and the Uber finally used onto Domo.
Yeah, it's going to be basically cleaning up right now with the better Uber. Can they get any frags at all? Callback dropping very low. He's have to back out. Fred actually going for the medic, and he does manage to pick him up onto the concrete. Deox, they do manage to get the point at the moment, so they did succeed in that aspect, but there's 20 seconds on the clock, and they are probably going to be able to get an Uber in that time. Blitzo opting for the spy off class once again. EU gimmicks. I love it.
I like the, like, they let them get the point, not exactly quite easy, but it, like, almost doesn't matter that they're getting the point. Yeah, they're ringing down the time, but it just gives them much better spawns, so they can try, like, 2 fights by the time the time's even equalized. And we do have Blitzo on the spy right now. He's gotten in position. He's gotten Crayon 2 out of 2 times. Can he get it again? Oh, he just turned down barely in time. Finally floods the play. Crayon's still going extremely weak.
Anyway! Wolf going in for the counterplay. They know they need to pick up this medic right now and need to get any picks they can, but he does go down to Glastry at the moment. Glastry very low. He's going to be opting for the skill stick, and they're going to be able to cap this and potentially win this if that... What's that? Which team is on blue? God. If 3 out of 6 don't manage to cap this.
Domo has 3 out of 6 in his name. That's how I'm remembering it.
Okay.
But, like, yeah, they try to go for that bomb afterwards. Like, our meds dropped, so we need to sack for yours. But what happens is they sacrifice every living player for it. And now with 6 seconds remaining, this clock is going down to the wire. But the health of Salty Frog's not too good right now. They're still just trying to go in to make the damage happen. They've gotten this overtime to play with. Domo hitting some really nice pipes there. Can he clutch it out for his team? 34 HP remaining. Oh, no. But the cap isn't going to go down just yet. They've got to ring this one down. Spawners are going to be coming in. They're going to be trying to rush this one. Can they get there in time? I'm not too sure.
Wolf opting for his beef and just jumped a little bit. Are they going to be able to make this? They're getting some solid damage out. They actually might do this. If the response isn't there by Salty Frogs.
All the spawns are there. Warpwolf's still really weak. The medic's going to be really pressured. They're coming in from this right side. They're starting to recap it themselves now. They're playing with their own overtime. They get all the frags that they need. Tiger's the only one remaining behind. He's too far away. First round's going to go to Salty Frogs. What a game. Or round even.
Straight down to the wire.
Yo.
I like it. No messing around.
It's really, really clutch play from both teams there. Like, really. Although, I guess Salty Frogs are a bit more clutch, you know, they got more spring in their step, they're ready, they've come to play. Blitz is starting this off on Sniper, he destroyed last middle, let's see what he can do this one, Bren.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be watching him, he's opting to really pick. Big jump coming in, I believe. Straight up, Domo's getting dropped very weak at the moment. Corbeck actually drops down to Pred as well, so Figer, 2 scouts, the Wombo combo. At the moment, Figer's still behind him at the moment. This is a fight that's going all over the place at the moment, so they are being forced right back, Salty Frogs that is, all the way to their cliff. Are they opting for a repush as soon as they get the heals back up and the respawns? That is Figo picking up Blitzko.
Yeah. They've let him stay behind for way too long, and now he's going to get out even as well. This is pretty bad, and Deox is going to pick off Callback. This is just slowly destroying Salty Frogs. It's pretty unfortunate for them there. Like, Tiger just runs in from like the left side and just gets a bunch of damage going off, gets some picks. And then, like, no one really goes to deal with him. They group up on the cliff, so he's not that much of a threat, which I like. But then they just sort of forget about him. Blitzer drops down, and oh my god, this kid's insane.
They do get the pick onto Fargo as well, so they are in a very solid position. Blitz also picking up Wolf, so that's another frag on the side of them, but the Uber is popped. Much better Uber coming out for 3 out of, shall I say, Salty Frogs at the moment. They haven't dropped a single soul at the moment. That's 3 down. So they're going to be able to cap this and get the time, the much needed time that they do need.
But, speaking of Thai sounds, Tiger, thank you.
Tiger. Tiger.
It's gone on to Sniper. He's going to try and equalize these picks. But his team playing quite far. Well, yeah, his team playing pretty spread out. It looks like they're trying to play from this cliff area, but all of Salty Frogs together on this left side. Tiger, though, does get the body shot onto Kinty there. Let's see what this turns into. Are they going to commit to a full push, or are they going to hold? Blitzer trying to rain down the shots, but he can't quite find anything. Warpwolf just going to jump him and slam it. Does get the pick onto Deox just before he dies, though, bro.
Impressive plays all around, and they're still going on at the moment. Big bombing at the moment coming in from Glastry. He does manage to pick up Warpwolf, and a lot of spam coming out from Zicto as he's forcing them back, but Pred goes in for the big bomb, doesn't manage to make anything happen, unfortunately. So they are going to have Uber to defend this midpoint with. Whew.
Yeah, pretty clutch play from them there. just getting the picks when they needed them. So now, with 1 minute 58 seconds remaining, let's see how they choose to hold it. They're not going for a forward hold. We haven't really seen one of those yet. With the sniper, very good that they're not doing that. I was almost talking utter nonsense. Tiger's going to go down before this push even happens, though, as well as the bomb from Callback. He gets the force. That's absolutely huge. Sands isn't happening to pop yet. Both Solly's trying to go in. Wolf does get the force finally, but they're just going to jump onto the point and hold it out. Now, with all the players behind, they have to clean it up. Both Sollys are behind. Zicto tries to get on them, and Preda's going to get taken down along with some other people. There's just so much action. Yeah. It's so hard to follow, dude.
Glastry actually picked up 2 frags right there as they tried to get some picks from behind. That was 3 out of 6 going right behind them there. But again, yeah, this is just non-stop action.
Yep, it's what Viaduct should
to quit
be.
heroin.
What does that mean? It almost doesn't matter because Deox is in this main trying to find his own sniper pick as Tiger goes in behind and picks off Callback, but Kinty's going to try and get onto him. Who's going to win this 1v1? All shots have been used. Tiger picks up the health pack though and forces Kinty away, whereas the rest of his team slowly gets this cap going. They should be able to get it. Only 50 seconds remaining for Salty Frogs, though. Glastry's going to try and equalize this, been playing amazing. Jump forward and get the pick as Blitzo and Deox get headshots of their own. Uber's finally going to be used from Sands. What can he get with it, though? 3 out of 6 just need to back up and keep their med alive.
Oh, the force, he just gets to Uber just in time. Crayon dropping extremely low, 26 health, and they're just going to be following up these plays now with a bunch of counter-fragging going on. So Callback does drop low, and they are going to be able to hold this point, which is pretty much what they needed. They played that extremely well, kiting them. Didn't really let them get much out of that Uber. Deox actually picking up
rings a headshot onto the medic there. Oh no, this is going to get him a lot of time. Either a sack is going to be coming out or they're just going to wait. It looks like the sacks are coming in. Demo Solly's in right now. Can they find anything? Just getting shut down. Finally, Callback gets onto the medic but just gets piped by Domo. It does go kind of low as we get another headshot ringing out in Pred. Oh.
Solid defensive plays by 3 out of 6 there. And it shows some good open game sense, knowing that we don't have a medic, so we should bomb them, and they knew that they had to defend from that.
Yeah, let's see how they do this push out now. They're going to have another big Uber disadvantage, but the enemy team's Uber won't be up for quite long. They're doing this forward hold.
Very aggressive.
Oh my god, but they're going to get Pred though. This is not how you want to do a forward hold. They almost lost the scout as well. Deox watching this area. They're just going to rotate. I don't think they're going to try the same push twice. No one's that crazy. Right side is completely stickied off. And yeah, they're just going to abandon this forward hold right now as they're slowly getting their Uber. They know they can just, like, you know, buy more time because they've got to waste, like, what, 10 seconds to get to the point, and then they've got to get Ubered on. That's another 8 seconds, blah, yada-da-da-da. You know how a Viaduct works. So let's see how this push happens from main Bren.
Callback jumping straight in, trying to get anything on the medic, but he does eventually drop to Warped Wolf. I think Warped Wolf's opting for... Has he switched to Scout? I think he has, without anybody noticing.
He's a ninja, dude.
So yeah, they're going to slow siege this point. Both teams have Uber at the moment. They're going to be pushing right in. Corby going in for a big... Oh, that's Glastry, sorry, going for a big bomb. He gets the knife straight away by Warped Wolf, and the Uber does get come out by Salty Frogs, but the counter pop is there. Somebody's jumping in straight right in the way. Oh my god. Fager picking up... Tiger, sorry, picks up a frag. Domo Wolf dominating Glastry at the same time.
Yeah, the heavies just get picked off right after the Uber there, but the time is on 0, so the fight has to keep on going. The med does go down, it's just the scout with Blitzer remaining. He gets picked off, and the time runs down before Zicto can even make his jump. Just solid holds after hold there from, what are they, 3 out of 6, finally getting, not finally, getting their first round. We're going to have 1-1. Extremely close Viaduct game so far. Both teams playing pretty well. They're holding well, they're pushing well, they're doing everything well. Really good high action here in Season 23 quarterfinals, and let's see what happens on this, our third middle.
I like Deox going to Sniper at the moment, but there's a lot of spam coming out. Zicto dropping extremely low on 70 HP. He's going to back out a little bit. Callback going in for a big bomb at the moment. Doesn't manage to get anything from it, and he does go down to Deox as well. So both teams just seeing how this plays out at the moment. One pick may be enough. Blitzko picking up Deox actually, so they've got the sniper advantage right now. Fager just basically fishing out the point, trying to get a frag at the moment, dropping very low behind them. Pred 1 HP, let's see if he can make anything happen. Oh, they do manage to pick up the medic as well. Blitzko picking up Crayon as well at the exact same time, so both teams lost their medic.
Well, there's a pick onto Domo. At the end of this fight, we do have Callback versus Tiger on this cliff area. He's trying to ring those directs, but he can't really get him going. Is he going to live? Tiger should be cleaning this one up, but he's got the pistol, so he can't quite finish it off. Yeah, Callback started that mid with a bomb. He got some damage off, but no one from his team could have committed off of that. Like, it was just the players were just too far behind. And then slowly but surely, like, each DM fight was won by what are they called? 3 out of 6. As we do get a Blitzer getting a headshot from Deox. He did get that headshot as well onto Crayon in that last fight, which has put them in this position to push now. Warped Wolf almost gets air shot to like Satan land there, and unfortunately he doesn't. And the health of 3 out of 6 not too good right now as the heavies look to be pushing across this point. They're capping it out, but the spawn advantage should be looking to come in pretty soon. I've just forgotten how to speak this past 20 seconds.
I don't blame you. This has been completely non-stop. I should really take the rein a little bit and give you a break, but you're carrying me so hard. We're looking at both teams essentially just spamming each other around. Figo getting very aggressive onto the concrete side at the moment. He's dropped very low. He's had to back out, but Wolf is there. He does drop low. Big bomb coming in from Callback. So Callback there's actually drops Pred as well, but Pred picks up the counterback. Callback getting out on 1 HP. And it's looking like a nice and easy cap for 3 out of 6 right now, and are they going to want to contest this? They do have the Uber to contest this. They're going to be going in. Big bomb coming in from Callback once again. I don't really know what he's doing there. He just went straight into concrete. The pop is coming out. The Uber, Crayon is flashing quite a few people. Much better Uber coming out for Salty Frogs at the moment. Domo's having to back all the way out. Gastry picking up a track onto Tiger as well. Wolf does go down as well to Gastry. This is going to be a nice mid-cap for the Salty Frogs.
That was like, it worked out for them. That could have like been played out so much better. Like, they were 2 down and they had the Uber and they still weren't committing to this push. Zictor was on his own on his right side, and that just let Tiger just run right through and just 2-shot him before the Uber comes out. But thankfully they had such a nice Uber that they win it out in the end. Deox does pick off Blitzer before this fight starts though. Callback trying to get all the damage he can, but that's going to leave them with 3 picks to play with now as the push happens. Let's see if the scouts are just going to run onto the point.
Yeah, they should be able to take this quite easily now. They've got Uber to defend with as well. So, I mean, in their position right now, are they opting for a forward hold? I think they are. Yeah,
it's hard on this left side. Pretty much everyone's here right now, and Denver's going to be watching the right side. Bog standard forward hold. Blitzer's going to be looking to get this pick onto Domo here from the bottom left.
They're going to be pushing in with this Uber. They do. They Uber almost exactly the same time from both teams, so no team really with the advantage on that front. Zictor trying to get those quickie bombs down, trying to get out as much spam as he can. They do eventually back off. That's 3 out of 6 backing out of the concrete forward hold, dropping a little bit low there, but are they really in a position, Salty Frogs, to re-push this? And it looks like they're going to opt for it anyway. They're going to be jumping straight in. Callback taking the high ground at the moment on Cliff. Bit of spam coming out. They know Deox is still on Sniper. He's getting in some good denial, zone denial from his Sniper picks there.
Crayon does go down to Glastry there as well. It's just going to leave them in such a good position right now. The sack's coming in from Domo, but he's just going to get taken down. Deox and Warped Wolf, the only ones remaining. Can they clean them up? Yeah, the Sniper frag there. Deox is going to rotate to this Cliff to try and get something, I imagine, but he's not going to be able to ring it out. Yeah, they should. I like that repush. You know, there's no reason not to. They start moving forward, and then as the medic dies, they all just sack right into the hands of Salty Frogs, and they clean up those frags. They pretty much have every time they've been bombed. Super solid play from them. Kinty jumping into the entire team. Can he get anything going? Not really. Big rocket there to start some damage and just delay them for a little bit. Every second counts here on Viaduct, but the push is coming out now.
No Uber to push in with this as well, as you see the Salty Frogs are holding very passively, very defensively with that. They did take a few pills there, so Sand's dropping very low. Is he going to be forced to pop? Pred actually jumped them there. He is actually get the force as well, so that's very good for them. They're going to have a big Uber to repush this with.
Blitzer does take down Pred. They're still 2 down, so they're just going to have to wait for the spawners to come up. We do have Kinty in really far forward trying to make a play. He's not really going to be able to do it. 50 seconds remaining for 3 out of 6 with a whole minute and 12 seconds for Salty Frogs with a big player advantage. It should be looking pretty good for them as they stream across the point right now. But Callback is in behind him. He's doing his bomb, gets his rockets onto the medic, and gets 2 picks onto Tiger and Warp Wolf. Huge from him there. Can't quite find the med, but it almost doesn't matter. Wait, he's jumping for it and gets the force. Fucking huge from Callback. Holy crap.
Unbelievable plays, and exactly what I'd expect considering his last performance on Snakewater as well. So that was exactly what they needed for that, because 3 out of 6 with that Uber advantage, 50 seconds on the clock, they needed something like that to happen to really be able to re-push this now. Pred getting up a pick onto Zicto there as well, so Demo Man down, they're going to be able to hold this quite convincingly. Salty Frogs are going to have to play out their minds if they want to defend this against Salty Frogs have the Uber as well. They don't have to play out their minds at all. It's 3 out of 6 they're going to have to play out their minds. They're being forced all the way back.
Yeah, they're just getting spammed out. Their health's too low. Pred even getting taken down by Blitz on the tail end of this fight. and because Deox is on the sniper so much, it's really hard for them to take these fights, and Blitzo knows that he's taking it right to them instead, but Tiger's going to get some great damage onto him, but his team's ready to follow him up, raining down, Kovac going for another Big Daddy bomb, but he gets shut down. Crayon barely living on 14 HP there, keeping his 80%. The Uber advantage has gone away, but it's fine, they still have Uber to hold, and I think it's their turn for a forward hold. It looks like that's what they're going for. Warp coming straight out though, but he's just going to get
picking up a nice pill onto him right there, so he's denied him quite low. Uber's popped pretty much almost exactly the same time. Domo's opting to abandon his medic. He's going straight for the point, trying to get any frags he can. Glaster actually going huge, picking up Crayon and Deox, so that's a lot of picks coming out on their side, and this looks like it's probably going to be quite a convincing round for the Salty Frogs.
I wouldn't say quite convincing. It was pretty convincing towards the end, but generally throughout the whole round it was still very even. But yeah, just at the end, Kovac, I don't know, just took some adrenaline, you know, took some so Adderall, maybe the keyword of tonight, with him and Blitzer. Being an absolutely huge, that amazing bomb there to get 2 picks and a medic force at the end of the fight is pretty much what sealed the deal. Let's hope that they don't, 3 out of 6 don't tilt, and maybe they can win this mid as they get the damage onto Zicto. Zicto pretty early, and the Soldier's going to be going really aggressive onto Blitzer. They don't want him destroying him anymore, but he already got that headshot onto Deox, and Kovac's getting these picks again. It almost doesn't matter, both Soldiers get cleaned up so quickly, or just one of them, Pred trying to get all that he can, but he's 26 HP and 3 still up for Salty Frogs. It's how they group up right now, but actually they have no HP. Tiger's on the demo, Zicto barely going to frag him. They should be coming back in to stop this cap.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a messy mid-fight there, but it looks like they have... Oh, no team's actually capped yet. Gasher getting a pick onto Pred there as well, onto the flank, I believe. So Zicto's dropping quite low. He's going to get healed up, and they're going to be opting to repush now. No teams have Uber at all as well, so a bit of spam coming out. See if he can catch anyone. He cannot. Callback going in for a big bomb. Does pick up Domo going absolutely huge, as well as Deox. They're picking up frags left, right, centre at the moment, and it's looking like 3 out of 6 going to be able to cap this mid and potentially hold with quite a big Uber advantage. This is exactly what they needed. It's good to see that they haven't really tilted, knowing that this is the round that counts.
Yeah, they technically lost the mid fight because there was more people on Salty Frogs, but their health was so bad that they couldn't even contest that to back up, which left the spawn advantage heavily in their favor. But they don't even care about that. Both Solos trying to go forward, but Tiger and Deox just slammed. But someone else gets slammed. Holy shit, Zicto! What a pipe! The Frenchies,
unbelievable plays.
Fucking walking frag movie. I'm loving
Doesn't
this
give
game,
a shit.
I'm loving this game so much right now. But let's see. It's good that they got that pick. Can they follow it up correctly? This risky forward hold here to try and get the force early, but the Pyro's coming up with Blitzer to deny this. Wolf just gets completely shut down. Tiger trying to go in, they need to pick him off, they can't get forced right now, and they don't. Solid play, let's see how they carry this one forward.
I'm liking this, I'm really liking this. So they're going to have an Uber to push in straight in. Most likely going to win this. He's going to get forced up. Oh my god, he's dropping incredibly low. He almost picked him off completely. Deox that was dropping Salty Frog's medic, and he's had to actually force him really early on. So this is incredibly good 4 to 3 out of 6 boys right now, as they're going to be looking to push with this massive Uber advantage. They got loads of cap time as well. They're going to have this Uber in a few seconds time, it's looking like. Nymph actually drops down to Warp's Wolf there onto the flank. Glastry getting some decent spam. Pred going for a big bomb, trying to see if he can make anything happen, but he cannot. Big bomb also coming out. Bombs coming out everywhere. Deox actually picks up Zicto as he tried to get an attempt onto the medic there. Crayon actually dropping to Glastry as well there in the midst of the confusion. So 3 out of 6 taking that mid.
Yeah,
even though they don't have their medic.
What cost?
At what cost?
It's all the long game and the Uber advantage heavily in the favor of Salty Frogs. They're going to be taking this fight forward off the back of any heavy. It just seems that Glastry, Kovac, and Zicto are just taking turns to just slam Crayon. It's not his night tonight. It's pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate for him. But Kinty's going to get taken down again to a pipe from Domo, and the timer is slowly ticking down. 2 minutes 22 remaining for them to hold the point.
Wolf
jumps in. Yeah, just gets denied by Blitzo as the rest of his team starts capping out this point. Uber's almost up. How are they going to block this one?
Well, they're going to be making some plays right now. Pred goes in for a big bomb, and he's actually completely missed that because I'm a terrible caster. But yes, they're going to be getting frags left, right, centre. Domo picking up a frag onto different. They're going for Crayon right now, dropping very low. Wolf finishes him off, so he's saved his medic. So they're going to have a nice little Uber to defend this, and, well, they're going to be able to pick this up anyway. It's just Kimp left. He goes down to the bottle. They're going to be able to recap this, and they've got an Uber to defend it with as well.
Woo! Absolutely huge by Pred there to get that super clutch pick. +2s in chat for that. Like, pretty much saved his team maybe the round right there now with this huge Uber advantage. And they're doing this forward hold again, trying to get as much spam as possible. Zicto's getting so weak. Glastrium almost died as well. Yeah, that's left side held down very solidly there for 3 out of 6. And they still
Let's
have
go on
this
Spy. Let's go on Spy. They spotted him. He's not going to make anything happen. He almost got a med pick there. They didn't turn around.
That's pretty unfortunate. But the Uber should be coming up soon for Salty Frogs. If they just wait their time, there's 53 seconds. You know, they just wait for that Uber and then they just force it out. It's what, it might be what they have to do in this situation. Blitz are still behind on Spy as like the wild card. If
they're going to Uber
huge,
straight in here right now. Ubers have we got on much better Uber coming out from 3 out of 6, and Salty Frogs are going to have to back all the way out if they don't want to drop any players, and which they do. Callback actually kills himself. Don't know how that happened. And Tiger dropping a bit low, but yeah, it looks like they're going to 3 out of 6 are going to be able to defend this, and it's pretty much a last-ditch effort. They're going to be playing with their heels at the moment, trying to push in right now. A bit of spam coming out. Gastry dropping extremely low right now. Deox putting in some solid work. Zicto picks up Tiger. Warped Wolf picking up another frag onto Knip. Deox is still behind him. They didn't even realise it's happening. He managed to pick up the Demo Man, but eventually goes down. Warped Wolf is currently on the back lines. Or sorry, I should say he's picking up a callback who was on the back lines. And are they going to be able to cap this? It's looking incredibly bad for the heels anyway.
This fight is dead even. Glassy can't get quite anything going. He's been disconnected from his medic. He's still finding picks though onto Crayon, and Kinty comes in to save the day. Warped Wolf on 1 HP literally, but just barely gets out. Tiger's gonna try and force. Oh my god, Glassy was amazing there. He was like on what, 20 HP for like 50 seconds there, just no heals. And somehow Sans didn't die either with like 3 people in front of him. Oh my god, the Frenchies, dude, they know they have to go all out right now, and they are 1 minute 30 to tick down. It looks like they're going to be pushed in on, but they have their Uber to hold Bren.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to be pushing just basically a last. I suppose they're going to sack in for this Uber, try and pop it right real quick. Crayon actually goes down to Blitzco, however, and this is looking quite advantageous at the moment for the Salty Frog boys. It's looking good if they want to be able to pick up this second map. Domo dropping extremely low. That was a bit of a last-ditch effort. He jumped in there. Deox is still alive. He goes down eventually to Zixo, so they're going to be able to hold this mid-fight. Hold this mid even, should I say. And they're going to have...
The whole point of those last-ditch effort bombs at the end there were to take down Sans, the medic, and they did just that. 57 minutes remaining, like that's a long time. All that the 3 out of 6 guys have to do is recap as they're coming in from this main area. That's what they want to do. The spawner's only now coming in for Salty Frogs. They're not in too good position, but they do have to block this cap. They can't let him get it. It's almost capped right now. Times 4, Glassby's coming in from behind them. They just let him have it! Dude!
Bit of miscommunication, maybe? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, must have been. Or just not knowing that... I don't even know what that was. It's pretty unfortunate. It's going to leave us with 2-2. This is the final round. If 3 out of 6 win this, we go to a third map, or it's all over. If Salty Frogs win this, it's all coming down to this middle right here. Possibly take it away, Bren.
So we're going to be seeing a lot of spam coming out. Deox getting incredibly aggressive right now. He's trying to pick off anyone he can. Pred getting a pick up onto Blitzo as well. Callback obviously opts the bomb Crayon, and he does pick him up. So a lot of frags coming out on both sides of the map at the moment. That's 3 down, 4 down for the 3 out of 6. I'm not really sure who's won this mid-fight because they're still fighting at the moment. Tiger actually goes down as well. So that's Glastry trying to get a cap, but Deox is looking to see if he can make any plays happen at all. They're extremely weak. Deox is making plays happen. Glastry's very weak. He actually does go down to Pred as well, so Pred's back up. He's coming in straight away, and that's a mid-fight. Is it still going on? They're still fighting this.
No, they shouldn't be. Salty Frogs should kind of concede. They've got the Blitz on Sniper right now. Deox won that mid for his team though. Like, he stayed alive for so long and did so much damage that by the time Pred jumped back in, he got easy splash damage frags, and that forced this situation that we have right now. Tiger trying to get forward. All of the Salty Frogs players are on this cliff right now, except for Kinty, who's on the right, playing on the right side. Callback does get shut down from a launch there. It's pretty unfortunate, as they're going to get pushed into right now on this cliff area. 2 down. I like this aggressive play. Tiger getting really weak and getting picked off in the end. It almost doesn't matter, as they're still 2 down. They're going to try something as the Uber isn't even close. They're going really far forward. Zictor is walking into the point, getting spammed really hard. Their spawners are up now though, so I guess I see what they were going for. They've got to commit soon though, as the Uber's just about to come up for Crayon. Is anyone going to go for a force? I wonder.
Blitz is opted for the Spy Off class once again.
Oh, yep.
Always a good time.
Yeah, let's see. He does get onto Domo, and he gets the
right
pick onto him. That's absolutely huge. No demo now for this hold, but it does mean they're 1 scout down. Let's see what goes on. Callback goes for this bomb and gets the Uber force out. That's really big for them. Pred's going to jump behind, but I don't think he's going to get too much going on. The cap does start. Oh, Tiger gets the force there. Is that what happened? I missed that. But the cap should be going down for Salty Frogs. Let's see how they hold it.
Still, I mean, it's well played all around. Big bomb coming in at the moment from, is that Pred, trying to pick the medic, doesn't manage to do it. Gashly's on the response. Another bomb in from Wolf, he gets picked up quite quickly. He's just suiciding at the moment for them, and a counter bomb coming in from Gashly, tries to pick up Crayon, he surfs away like a pro, getting out quite nicely. Domo's dropping very weak, he might actually die here. Yeah, and in fact he does, which leaves Crayon in quite a vulnerable position. They are going to chase him down, trying to go for those frags at the moment, but Wolf is there to meet him. And he does go down, so frags are still happening all around. Deox is actually picking up frags left, right, centre. He does eventually go down to Cliff before dropping down. Callback.
Too many trades. I get what they were going for with this, like, you know, we've got the point, let's keep going, let's roll it up, let's get our advantage even bigger. But just too many people traded there, and that's going to lead to this very successful push so far from 3 out of 6, and that's going to get them the recap.
So, pretty much equal on time at the moment, and equal Ubers as well. Deox, I see, has opted for the sniper pickup. They've still got Blitz on sniper, as you'd expect. Both teams searching for these godly medic frags, and Blitzo picks up Pred. Any frag's a good frag. Callback going for a big bomb onto Koi. He does pick up him the force onto Crayon.
Oh, let's see, Demo's trying to jump in onto Sands, but he's actually successful in getting the force. We have Warpwolf and Domo behind. They just need to get cleaned up right now. Warpwolf's going to be spamming down Blitzo super hard. It does pick off callback. He's still in behind. He's getting onto Sands now, completely left alone. He guts the last rocket just before he dies. I think they died on the same frame there. However, the point is still being held by Salty Frogs, but not for long, as Blitz is going to get taken down there, as well as Zicto from a sniper hedge. It's their turn to do the sack bombs, and they do get Crayon. So that's pretty nice.
But it is a wipe on the side of Salty Frogs. That ain't great, considering the time as well. They're going to get this cap, and it's going to be, well, neither team's going to have really Uber to work
Ty's hiding
with.
in this right side. Is anyone going to check for him? No, they're not. He's going to get onto Sands. And one shot. Oh no, he doesn't get him. Ty, what was that?
Then it picks up the frag.
Everyone moo and chat for that beef, dude. That was pretty bad. As they're going to be looking to push from this right side now and recap the point. 50 seconds ticking down for 3 out of 6.
Yeah, we're going to see a repush coming in. Blitzo forcing out Deox, getting in some decent spam right now, and it looks like 3 out of 6 are getting forced all the way back. Bad heals on their side at the moment. They're all dropping extremely low. It's just a medic, Crayon, Deox, and Tiger left up alive. Tiger's trying to do what he can to really fend off this aggression at the moment, but it's not much, to be honest. The arrows are coming in on the side of Salty Frogs. They're just picking out loads of heals at the moment. Blitzko picks up Deox with his nice little sword there. Callback also picking up Tiger, and they're going to have an Uber to defend this mid.
It's Callback's turn to go for a hiding spot right now. Is he going to try the same one? No, he just jumps down and they're already there looking at him. That's pretty unfortunate. I think the biggest difference maker between these teams has honestly been how good Salty Frogs have been shutting down these suicide waves. I don't think they've had a successful one from 3 out of 6, but these pushes have been going pretty well for them so far, as they've got another one going, and their health is a lot better, not looking too good for the Salty Frogs right now. Both Ubers getting used on the point. Deox is going to run behind, but he's been spotted. He's knocked down really weak. Let's see if he can get anything going while the rest of his team is holding this cliff position. They do need to start capping out. Deox finally gets cleaned off. Tiger's going to try and run behind on this left side from his perspective. He's going to run into Callback. Can he get... Yeah, he's going to get taken down. And all of Salty Frogs have managed to stay alive throughout this Anarchy, getting another pick onto Prep. Great
incredibly low
play from them, as they should be streaming back.
They want to play this. They want to push straight back in. I mean, they still haven't capped 3 out of 6.
Yeah, super.
They've still got all this cap time.
Super solid hold from Salty Frogs. I really like what I'm seeing from them here. Looks like they're going to go for the bog standard cliff hold as 3 out of 6 recognized. They've almost kept the point. They might as well just finish it off, and they do just that. The question is, what's going to happen next, Bren?
Well, we're going to see Zicto getting some decent spam as well. Domo's going to be dropping straight away to them. I believe there's somebody right behind them now, putting in some solid damage into them. Pred actually on 9 HP. Sam's getting picked off. Is that Deox? He's on him right now. 40 HP. Just picking off people for days. Eventually the medic does go down, so this is going to be a successful mid-fight for the 3 out of 6, and I believe they may just take this. Spawns are up though, however, for the Salty Frog.
They have Uber and it's 5 seconds remaining. It doesn't matter. They just Uber on the point.
Unless they play like gods, but I don't think this is going to happen.
Yeah, they've Ubered onto the point right now. They've got 3 picks already to their name. Kinty's trying to jump around them. He's not going to get anything. Zicto's turn to die now. He's going through this connector, jumping forward. He's going to get slammed it. 2-2 the score. Oh no, 3-2. I mean, even wow. So that's GG. Wow, that was the biggest beef of my life. 3-2 the score. What are they called? 3 out of 6.
3 out of 6.
We're going to do a third map.
I need time to catch my breath. This has actually been non-stop.
Yeah, these games have been absolutely amazing. I'm sorry for swearing, but I think it was justified during this map. Some of the plays that were going down was that callback bomb where he killed like 2 people, then jumped and got the med force with his final rocket. That was huge. Yeah. Blitzo starting off with amazing sniper headshots, like Tiger and Deox as well, some sick sniper plays respectively. Warped Wolf had some sick bombs along with Pred as well. Everyone in this map has just been playing super solid.
Let's take a look at his logs now. Immediately going to be sorting by damage on these logs. Zicto once again on top, on point. A lot of his damage coming out from the grenade launch there. Was he opting for the quickie bomb? I don't think. Yeah, I think he was. He was still using the quickie bomb even on this map.
Not as much.
So was it not as much?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So 359 damage, pretty impressive stuff coming out by the Demo Man. But across the board, as you'd expect from an even scoreline like this, the damage is pretty much spread across the team almost equally. Pred also huge as well, getting in some solid bombs, as you said, during that entire map. And he's going to end up with 349 damage per minute. Blitz, as you'd expect, 18 minutes played on Sniper, 22 frags just from Sniper alone. He went huge.
He went
absolutely huge.
Game. Yeah, 24 headshots, 38 kills total. Like, damn, that's a lot of frags. Everyone in this game pretty much has a high frag. The lowest frags of this game is 21 from Domo. Like, that's pretty crazy. Let's take a look at some of these heals. That's something we didn't look at last map, and I'm actually pretty interested. Glastry taking a lot of 32%, 10k total there. 28 for Zicto, so they were kind of like the combo players there that map, just leading every charge, which they did. Glastry went monstrous as well. Like, not to take anything away from him, like he had so many, 4 or 5 kill last. Like, super solid play.
Such an incredibly close map. I mean, the damage is pretty much like, I believe, was it Salty Frogs actually ended up with like 2k more damage, however, and a lot more frags as well, but that was mainly Blitz, but they still managed to clinch it in the end. That's 3 out of 6 winning that map. So, I mean, what would you say the main primary reasons for that were? If they were getting out-damaged, out-fragged, what would you have done differently, say, if you were in Salty Frog's shoes?
I'd punish them harder when they try to get on the point. I think that was a real big problem, is they let them have the point too easily in a lot of instances, which really surprises me, because Kovac and Glastry had these really great, really successful bombs, but they weren't using it to stop them from getting on the point. They'd really only commit once the point was capped, which I kind of get, but in all honesty, it's just sort of, they just let them have more caps, and there was that one round where, they just literally let them finish it off. They just ran,
didn't even
the whole team herpied. But who cares, because that gives us a map 3. CP Gully Wash. I am so excited to see what happens here. We had Snake Water, one of the stalematiest maps in the pool. That was exciting. Then we had that amazing product game, one of the best I've seen, in all honesty. That was so exciting. So many plays from so many people. So. On to CP Gully Wash. Predictions.
Could go either way, honestly. These games, these maps have been so incredibly close. We've literally been seeing it. I predicted that 3 out of 6 were going to take it because of their scouts. However, it looks like, Tiger did turn up that map. I really need to sort out my pronunciation, but
just get a post-it note and just stick it on your in the middle of your monitor, replace your crosshair with T. I guess
for Gully Wash, I am gonna say that Salty Frogs are potentially gonna take this one. Only because Blitz's performance on the last map, he really impressed me. I think he could potentially shine once again. Zitko as well. I think the Demo Man has a lot of room to really shine as well on Gully Wash especially.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because he's been going pretty ridiculous the past couple maps. He's been outputting insane damage numbers, past the point of human comprehension. 11k is huge. It's really even hard to picture 11,000 people standing somewhere. It's a huge number. The man has been putting in some serious work, and I imagine on this middle especially, he's going to be able to go ham, as well as Callback and Glastry. I didn't really comment on it last map, and I think I should have, because not only were they individually having amazing bombs, but they were so well synced up for these double bombs that they were doing, and it was really cool. Both of them coming from different angles, but arriving at the same place at the same time, hitting so many shots. If you have Zicto doing his usual damage on this middle, you get a well-timed bomb from Glastry and Callback, they can go huge. But I don't want to count out 3 out of 6 just yet, because they have also been playing really solid tonight.
Yeah, part of me wants, I I guess you could say 3 out of 6. Are they kind of like the underdogs? I mean, this is their first
They came
season
from
in
mid,
high. Yeah, they came from mid. I would like to see them win it. However, my feeling is that Salty Frogs are potentially probably going to take this. Again, as I said, Zitko going huge and Blitz also going huge. So, I mean, what was the point I wanted to make? It's completely escaped my head.
Come on, dude, I believe.
I've lost it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you know anyone in the server personally?
No, not a single soul.
Not any one person. That's crazy. I was going to ask if you had fun facts about anyone.
I should have added a few of them beforehand and asked them what size shoe are you. And
nah, that would have been creepy. It's like a full creeper move, dude. What you just said. You might as well just "I love you."
Where do you live?
Just open with a dick pic, you know. That's how every Steam relationship should start.
Slide into their DMs. But no, I mean, Gullywash. Both teams have been playing ridiculously well. It's hard for me to. I didn't even give my prediction of what I think the score's going to be. I think 3-2, maybe even. I might even say a controversial golden cap.
Ooh, I don't think it's controversial. Gully has. I'd be willing to bet some money on Gully being the map with the most golden caps.
Yeah.
It's a very golden cappy map because the time usually ticks so low because you're usually playing around the middle second area. And the way you usually get lost points is what is dictated by how the fight on second goes.
Yeah.
And that's what leads to these clutch situations when you have to go for this play, you push through big door and your team wipes, so you successfully wipe the other team, you roll that momentum onto last, and then it just produces really close maps for some reason, and I guess it's probably this middle second area usually lasting so long, taking down the time so much and just forcing plays to happen.
Yeah. So, leading into this, I believe we will be starting quite soon anyway, but I'm just going to quickly say, if you were in 3 out of 6 position, knowing that Zitko's been going this huge, what would you do on these mid-fights to counteract that?
I'd see how he plays the first one, but on my initial mid, I'd have my Solly play drop down, and then wait to see if anyone blocks me drop down, have my team call for that, and then jump him from under, along with someone else from his team, which is I think what they will be doing, seeing as how they like to play around their soldiers, but let's see what does happen.
So we're going to be jumping straight into this. Zicto sticking off, still opting for the quickie bomb. He's dropping very low. They bombed him straight away. They know he's the threat that he is. Callback actually going for a counter bomb as well. He drops to 1 HP. Great denial coming out for 3 out of 6 there. And they are going to manage to take this mid-fight quite quickly, quite convincingly. However, they did lose Crayon, so they aren't going to have an Uber to... I should say Salty Frogs are going to have the Uber to defend last with right now.
It was close there. I said they should get on him quickly, but he just didn't do it the way I said. But no, really solid double solid bomb there. Straight onto the demo. Scout was there playing with him choke, which is normally a smart move if the scout rushes you from elbow. But that's not what happened. He had just 2 sollies in his face. Shoot him with rockets. They took him down. Scout was really weak. No one was ever really in a position to contest them. So they just won that middle. Chased it off to a nice second cap. The last thing should be going on soon. However, Crayon did go down in that middle. I did miss that. So the teams are going to be playing outside of the second, in the big door even, making sure that they definitely get their Uber.
Oh, very aggressive play coming from getting, and they're going to Uber straight into them. I like this play quite a lot. They're going to see if they can pick up any frags at all, but it looks like 3 out of 6. They're kiting them for days, and they've managed to actually get out quite well. They're picking up 2 frags. In fact, Blitzko and Glastry going down to Pred and Wolf, so they are in a position to potentially push last now. They're going to have the Uber advantage. How would you take this right now? Would you just wait for the Uber and just push it right in? Deox picking up a nice little frag there, and Pred, they're still trying to contest this, are they not? What are they doing?
Yeah, I'll just run right in now, which is what they should be doing from either main or Shutter, with this big frag advantage. I'll talk about what they were trying to do later, but yeah, here they go from Shutter. Uber's not up yet, they're going too quickly with that heavy, they're just going to get forced out spawns coming in now. But they're still going to commit, okay, that's a bit weird, but they do get the pick on the callback, Deox body shots Kinty. Alright, it's fine, it's totally going their way now. The Uber's been used and they're going to give them the point right now, all the frags have happened. I get what they were going for. They know that they have this giant Uber advantage. It was 80%, so they go for this push. But Korvac and Blitzer, Korvac and Glastry go too far forward. I feel. I get what they were going for, but it's just the fight was still happening on second for the rest of the team. So then when they got cleaned up, and it just led to an easy last push for them there.
Yeah, so I'm going to be following Wolf for this mid-fight because he's been getting some decent bombs, decent denial at the moment. Pred actually opting for the under at the moment. He's probably might go drop down. I think he's been called, however. Tiger He spots him, does he not? They're forcing them all the way back out of this mid-fight at the moment there, and eventually they do pick up Sands as well, so that's 3 out of 6. A very convincing mid-fight right there. They just basically spammed them completely out, and as they were trying to back out, the bombs were there.
Oh, Blaster's going to go for this double jump. I can feel it. He's going in, but they already know he's there. He's just going to get totally slammed. Wolf even hitting that aerial direct, not quite an air shot. But yeah, another really decisive mid. Salty Frogs are playing really heavy around their choke, and it just looks like they completely mind read them and know that's going to happen, so they have their Salty's bomb and just do so much damage. I want to see Salty Frogs fully commit to the enemy side next mid, but on this last push, what do we have?
Pyro pickup has gone in really well, denying those few crucial seconds onto the Uber charge. They're going to try and focus down this heavy now, getting in some solid damage. Domo eventually picks him up, and it looks like it's probably going to be an easy last push for 3 out of 6. Understandable given the circumstances with that Uber advantage and whatnot, however. Yeah, I mean, they're showing that they are incredibly strong.
Yeah, just an absolutely convincing performance here. We've had 2 really close maps to open this up, and so far this one's been really decisive, but it ain't over till the fat lady sings. 2-0 the score, 26 minutes remaining, anything could happen. Let's see what goes down on this middle. Bren as Zicto's rolling out right side.
We're going to be seeing some solid damage. Callback going in for a big bomb at the moment. He's trying to spam them out of Valley at the moment, but Pred dropping very low as well. He's been forced back. A lot of damage coming out at the moment onto 3 out of 6, and this looks like a much better mid-fight at the moment for the Salty Frogs. Pred going in for a counter bomb at the moment, does pick up Glastery at the moment, and he's going to be dropping extremely low as well. But Crayon, he's been disconnected from everyone at the moment. He's trying to find someone to heal. Trying to finish up. Tiger does manage to pick up Blitzko, and Pred managed to pick up Sands as well on the back lines right there. So, Connect is still in. He's trying to get a frag at the moment onto the medic Crayon. He does eventually go down. I think, did he let him get a sword there as well?
Shocking worse than half equal, my man. And that's relevant because he's actually playing Scout. But what I said should happen did. They played the enemy side, but then they turned it into the same middle they've been doing, but on the enemy side, which is like literally twice as worse because you have nowhere to escape to. And then the medic just got cut off and chased down, finally fragged in the end. He lived for a long time, which is even worse, because now there's no hope of him getting Uber before they get pushed on. Just another solid middle. 3 out of 6 have been dominating these middles, and just so hard that they can always ride the pressure into last, which is what they're doing.
They're going to Uber straight in right now. That Pyro getting some great denial off. They do eventually pick him up, but the sentry gun is there as well. Can they spam out? Domo does eventually put it down. Big frags coming out. Zicto picking up 2 big pills onto Domo and Pred at the moment. Sands dropping extremely low, 6 HP. Does eventually go down to Tiger. And are they going to be able to hold this last point at the moment? It's free at the moment.
Deox
They're still up.
They know he's there.
Deox is right behind them, yeah, but he's...
Crayon jumps down, gets the sword, and even trades with callback. Deox is coming back in now. It's him versus 2 scouts on the demo. We can't get the demo pick all the point. The scouts focus him down. The question is, do they push out? It looks like they want to go for it, both from main, checking their areas. Sticky's almost take down Blitz, so he's going straight in for it, though Domo's isolated on his own. He should just be getting out, and the second cap should be raining in, unless Pred has something to say about it, but he's going to get jumped out. Both the scouts doing some good damage over there.
Tiger off passing on to Sniper there. He did manage to pick up someone. Knight is actually going to go down as well before picking up the Sniper. So, once again, 3 out of 6. In a decent position to really hold the second and potentially repush. Pred dropping very low on Riverside at the moment. He was getting spammed out by the enemy demo man, which is Ozicto.
Yeah, 3 out of 6 are just trading really well.
Yeah.
Just, or from the other perspective, maybe Salty Frogs are trading inefficiently. I'm not smart enough to tell which one's happening, but 3 out of 6 are winning, so I'm going to say that they're trading efficiently. But however, this could be our first ever traditional last hold in this map, as both Ubers should be coming into play pretty soon. We do have Deox on the spy though. Let's see if he can make the magic happen like Blitzer did on Snakewater. He's gotten in onto last. I don't think they know he's there.
They do.
Poking in front of the entire team though. Yeah, taken down. Let's
questionable
see how this
plays.
It does leave Salty Frogs in a position for the counter-sack, which it looks like Blitz was going to try and do. Actually, it looks like the whole team wants to commit to something. They know that no one's behind. Callback's going to watch that. But Blitzer does get taken down straight away, so the more people that die or get damaged, the worse this looks. Pred trying to get the force up, but he can't get anything rolling with. And the rest of the team have just rolled into last, completely undefended. Callback and Kinty getting taken down, and it's going to be 3-0 the score. Okay.
That was a bit of a wraparounds there by 3 out of 6. Just basically baiting them into lobby and not baiting them into river.
The classic push out, have the enemy team just go right behind you and cap you last. That's a mix maneuver. That's something that happens in like double mixes all the time. It's quite unfortunate to see that Salty Frogs might be crumbling. Let's see if they can get themselves together for this, our 4th middle brand.
So we're going to be watching at the moment. Big bomb coming in from Callback. He's going to be taking control of that middle point. Glastry going for another bomb as well. He gets denied up quite quickly by the scouts. A lot of damage coming out from both sides at the moment. Wolf dropping extremely low. Callback actually as well is extremely low. A lot of frags coming out. Deox actually picking up Glastry and Zicto. Pred also going in for the big bomb. Picks up Callback and Blitzo. It's just Sans left alive. He will eventually die. I think he's suicided there. Whew! Big mid fight for the 3 out of 6 boys. As I expected, I mean, they're completely owning these middles.
Yeah, it's all off the back of their soldiers, just opening up so much room for their scouts, who are doing huge damage. Look at Tiger's points, man. He is so far ahead of the race. You are not eating his dust, you are drowning in it, dude. But let's see if they can keep this going as they both get Ubered in through main Blitzer with some really good pyro denies there, but I don't know if it's going to be enough as the rest of the team strolling in right now, getting onto the point. Times 4, 4-0.
I could not have predicted that this game was going to go this way.
How do we go from these two amazing close games to this? This is so unfortunate. I'm sorry, the people, man. You've been denied an amazing final match. Unless you're a 3 out of 6 fan, then you're probably like wanking so hard right now to this. Complete domination.
Another mid fight. We really need to see Salty Frogs. I mean, it's not over yet. There's still a round that they've got as a buffer between them and losing this quarterfinal. We're going to be having some decent damage coming in from Domo at the moment. Callback getting as well, picking up Domo straight away, but Tiger going huge. Pred as well with a big bomb, picking up 2 people, and it's just clean-up duty for Tiger. He's working the janitor shift at the moment.
He's working overtime.
Oh my goodness.
He's not even clocking out, dude. He's just staying there. You know, they're like, go home. He's like, no, the floors aren't clean enough.
Gotta feed my family.
He's doing it for free. He's just doing it for the passion of sweeping at this point.
And desperate times come for desperate measures. Callback really pushing into lobby there, seeing if he can make anything happen. But they, 3 out of 6, they have the Uber to push straight into last. Salty Frogs, it's not looking great for them. They really got to play out their minds to really keep them out of this last push. And they're going to Uber straight in. Someone getting disconnected. Tiger actually getting disconnected there straight away. The Sentry putting in a lot of work. And they're getting spammed out a bit at the moment. The Sentry's actually still up, still putting in work. And they've actually successfully, I believe, defended this last point. But are they looking to repush right now?
Deox just come in from the flank and focus down Sans super hard right now. 3 versus 3. Wolf on the point. Can he find the frags? Callback going really low. Crayon in the sneaky area fighting Zicto. Him 1 HP.
Unbelievable clutch plays right there. The pill coming off right at the moment that they needed it. It just connected beautifully. But who's this coming in straight onto last? Tiger getting very aggressive at the moment, taking a one-on-one with Blitzko, and he does manage to pick him off.
Said Zicked no in that last hold there for Deox to cap that clutch pipe to finish it off, but it is just going to reset to another last hold. No Ubers in play. The question is, are we going to be sitting here for about 5 minutes waiting for Ubers, or is some team going to try something nice and cheeky? No off classes except for Blitzo on heavy, so it looks like Salty Frogs are pretty content with staying on their last. Let's see if 3 out of 6 want to push or not, Bren.
So we're going to be looking at Tiger getting quite aggressive onto the riverside. I mean, at this point, what would you do if you were in 3 out of 6's shoes? You know you've got this massive round advantage.
Do you know what I'd do, in all honesty? I'd play in lobby till I get my Uber, and then I'll just go sit on second. Just be, like, the biggest douche I can ever be. Yeah, like, there's 18 minutes, so, you know, they'd be doing it for a very long time, but it's just, like, they're 4-0 up. Like, they have to push out, and this is an important game. I don't think you can judge teams too hard for doing this, in all honesty. No, I'm totally kidding. It would be the lamest thing in the world. I'd send in 1 player to sack, and just go from there. I'd probably send in Deox or Ty and then have them come back as sniper and just open this up. They have so much time to play with that you know, they can definitely play with a sniper. But they might not be. And Blitzer's not been too hot this map, so I don't know if he could pull out any magic on his own sniper play. Does look like they're not going for that though. They're just gonna do something pretty standard.
Yeah, just classic gully wash that we're finally seeing in the 5th round of this map. Just both teams really just spamming. I could read a novel in this time that we've got waiting for a pick, but
you read all of Game of Thrones, dude.
No spoilers, please.
No thank you. Will something happen, dude?
I think they...
You're 4 rounds up, just go in.
Yeah.
If you lose 1 round, it's fine. You have another middle you can wipe them on.
Oh, Zicto picking up Tiger there in the lobby. Is that enough to They can't re-push off this, surely. It's all relying on this. If they get spammed out, if this goes badly, this could potentially be the map loss, and they're just going to kite them all the way around. Ring of Roses right down to river. They're going to pop straight in, focusing down that soldier straight away. Some good splashes at the moment. They're getting so much cap time, and they finally do it. It's 5-0.
Really? That worked twice.
I don't know.
Bait them out to the second push and then just run through somewhere where they're not looking and get the cap. 5-0 the score. CP Gullywash, your winners of this overall fixture are going to be 3 out of 6. The first map, CP Snakewater, did go the way of the Salty Frogs, but your boys 3 out of 6 managed to keep it together and win the second 2 maps. An extremely close Viaduct game, one of the best ones I've ever seen. Probably the best, if I'm entirely honest. Just so action-packed. Let's just pretend those first 2 maps were the ones that decided everything.
Yeah, it's such a shame that this last map was such an incredible role, but clearly 3 out of 6 they would be either been polishing up their Gullywash gameplay or either Salty Frogs crumbled under pressure essentially, or a mixture of the two even. But let's take a look at these logs right now, and as you'd expect, I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory from the 5-0. I mean, it's
all the numbers that are on the associated with blue are bigger than all the numbers associated with red, and that's why they won.
Yeah.
And off the back, amazing middle. Like, they just completely slam on middles. Like I said, you asked me what do I think they should do. I said they should focus the demo, make sure he doesn't get any room, and that's what happened. They did it for the first 2 rounds, and from there the mids just got shakier and shakier for Salty Frogs. They tried to take their opponent's side, but the same thing happened, and it's twice as bad because it's the opponent's side. You have nowhere to escape to, and just every middle they usually rolled until last. I don't think that Salty Frogs even had a second hold once. That map, just super dominant performance from 3 out of 6.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you there. I mean, them forcing down Zicto on those mids was pretty much like, whew, that was just the play to make, and clearly it paid off for them. Is that an interview I see that somebody wants?
You should be doing interviews, I hope so.
Yeah, I think Crayon wants an interview.
Get the peeps in, dude. Yeah, that was a game that happened. Blitzer has 0 frags, by the way.
0 frags?
Yeah, literally 0. Like,
let's
think
just
of
not
any
mention
number
that at
and
all.
then take away the number you're thinking of from that number, and then you'll end up with the amount of frags Blitzer.
Please, this guy has a family. Can you not? Please. But I mean, you know, somebody's got to stay at the bottom of the scoreboard, and in this case, it was unfortunately Blitzo. Just really, what more can you really say about this dominant performance coming out from 3 out of 6? I never doubted them for a second.
I know something you could say. Prem Mercs in high. Thank you.
Yeah, Tiger really showing up there with a 388 damage per minute. He did really quite well.
Pretty huge.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Bonjour. How are we?
Good.
We're fine, thanks.
Pretty happy?
Yeah, carried by Prem player.
Yeah. Yeah, people can only complain so much. Like, you you asked for him, but they also agreed, It's a two-way street. So
I wish I had some questions lined up, but unfortunately...
I've got you, don't worry. I've got you. So, CP Snakewater, the first map, you lost that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How was the number after that? Were you like, it's fine, we've got the next map? Like, you surely knew you were going to win Viaduct. It is, like, a super dominant map for you guys. Is that what you were thinking?
We didn't pick Snakewater. It's probably one of our weaker maps. So, I don't know, it's just... We just weren't down about it. We kind of picked the maps in a certain way that we knew that if we did miss the first map, then just be able to win the second and the third, and we did.
Fair enough. Then Viaduct was insane. That was such a good map from a spectator's point of view. Extremely close, amazing moments from all the players. Even how was the atmosphere during that when it was so close? Were you guys really heated? Were you keeping it controlled, or what was going on?
Yeah, it was getting really fucking hectic at all times.
When it came to 2-2, things were starting to get just extremely big because we were so indecisive at points. But I'm really surprised how we managed to take the cap on the last round.
Yeah, it's kind of a couple happy moments coming out from Salty Frogs at the end there, who might be pretty salty after now. Let's talk about the third map. Completely dominant performance there. I'm guessing the game plan was just to make sure the demo has no room there. Sorry, Mr. Popular. You need to... Sorry, I didn't realize we were below you, man. No, so was the game plan just to focus the demo to not give him room, or did it just end up being we just bombed them and it ended up working every time, or what?
I think Pred just saw the demo was open a lot. I think at the start of the mid.
Deox just calls demo weak. I just tickle the demo and snow.
Every mid, it's just because you get onto the middle point and then the demo's just explode. You can chip him for 60, 80 damage and then he's weak on alone. it's just really easy to get on him.
Alright then, so don't have any Salty Frogs players in here. That's quite unfortunate, because Callback and Glastry were pretty huge on Viaduct, especially Callback had one bomb where he picked like 2 of you on point and then managed to get onto you for that really clutch force, Crayon.
Yeah, I don't know if it was clutch, but it was a force.
It was a rocket, you know, so therefore it's clutch.
Did you guys see Crayon's sick play with the
I would
Uber
blame
block?
my noob team.
Where he blocked the gamers, he Ubered and blocked them from coming to last to block the point. Did you guys catch that?
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm
That's
sorry.
really nice, to be honest.
I'm actually blind, so I just missed it.
We were making jokes throughout most of Gully, in all honesty, because it's like there weren't Salty Frogs players that were alive to talk about, you know? So, that was a bit too mean.
Yeah. Can I just ask quickly, I mean, how badly were you guys tilting when Blitzo was just absolutely ripping you guys a new one? With the sniper pickups?
It was like
sniper play.
It was like in the first round, and then we just like realized that we could have a counter spur, and that's what we did. Yeah, so we just counter sniped, and then like Pred every time, or a Pred or a Wolf every time we pushed in, we just dealt with him. Yeah, but it was really close. I think that could have gone either way.
Yeah, that was definitely a coin toss towards the end. Especially that first round was like insane, like literally down to the last possible second. So an exciting match. How many Purek binds did you get in the series? There's a lot of huge plays from everyone.
I think I only got 1. I'm really picky with them, I guess.
I got 2.
Some potential for some good frags in there.
Actually, you got completely bopped by Zik though, Crayon.
I got bopped a lot. Was it product? Yes.
He launched you up in the air, that little nice air pipe to finish you off.
I was getting owned.
Well, I'm out of real questions, so this is time where the fun begins, you know? Who is the worst player from Salty Frogs tonight? Who are you going to call out?
Whoa.
That's quite like...
This is where you guys show that you're assholes, you know?
They put up a good fight. I don't think we can call anyone out.
Oh,
Except for the last map.
Except
for the last map.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think we should count the last
I don't think it was Blitzo throwing though.
Yeah.
It was just like everyone.
Yeah, he could never really get in a position to do anything, to be fair to him. It's
Yeah.
just one of those things, like, no one could do anything at the same time, and it just gets worse and worse from there.
There were a couple of times on Lee when they just kind of... I would die and they would full Uber and then they just like held last. And like they must have been tilting or something, I don't know.
Probably. Any questions, Bren?
Well, I should have thought of some in that time that we had, but no, I was just completely blank reading the Twitch chat spam, so...
Alright, who are main calls for you guys, by the way?
Domo.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright. You guess, is it just the general go in, go out kind of main calling style?
Well, this time it was kind of Thaiger, to be honest.
Oh,
yeah.
You gotta love your Prem Mercs, man. Putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, particularly on Snake. Although we didn't win, it's like, it would have been worse without him.
Fair enough. Alright then, well, seeing as both Bren and I are out of questions, it's time for the shoutouts. Let's start with our newcomer, my man Bren, who he's shouting out to.
Shout out to my mum. She believed in me, you know? No, in all seriousness, like, I started casting just for a bit of fun, just like mid like AIDS Brits mix, you know? Just start casting people's plays, and like somebody just said to me, oh, you know, you might want to consider like doing this. But I am open to any feedback. If you do have any feedback, just you know, drop me an ad and tell me, because I do want to improve at casting. I don't know how well I actually did with this game. I will have to rewatch it later, but yeah, drop me an ad. Just give me any feedback.
All right, then Crayon.
Shout out to Prosy for breaking his mouse before our official.
In DM.
And also shout out to Blitzo for fucking fragging me so many times on Spy.
Deox.
Shout out to our only sub, Pitsweek, for being the most reliable little motherfucker when...
Well, he wasn't here now.
Yeah. Well, still. He was our only sub, and that's what counts.
Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, any shoutouts?
Tiger. And
Yeah.
everyone at contests that I told I was playing in. I like to know my friends watching, so...
Pred.
Shoutouts to Auditus, my best friend. That's pretty much it, yeah.
And finally, Warp Wolf.
Shout out to Big Domo TF2 on YouTube. Check him out sometime.
Oh god.
All right,
There's
then.
some good wins there.
Yeah. Quality content daily.
Well, with that bombshell, sure. This has been your ETF2L Season 23 High Playoff Quarterfinals between 3 out of 6 and Salty Frogs. Your winners for tonight in 2 out of 3 maps were, of course, 3 out of 6, winning Koth Product and CP Gully Wash. They did lose the first map of Snake, but they brought it back. Well done to them. You will be moving on to the semis. Good luck to you boys, and good night to everyone else.